We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. My name is Kargoz. It's the best time of the week. The date is April 25th, 2019. My favorite time of the week. The only time of the week that matters. Good morning, AZEROTH time. Chilling with the lads. Def Camp, Melderon, Dunedin. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. How you guys doing? Big crack a cold one for everybody in the chat right now. Doing fantastic? That's great to hear. That is awesome. Real quick, man. Def, I'm going to need some power word shields, man. I'm going to need some power word shields on the chat, on all of us. I need some touch of weaknesses, some devouring plagues. Can you bless the people with the loud and thunderous? Turn your headsets down. Really?
Yeah, it's true.
Am I muted too?
Yeah.
Per usual, guys, we have to have the scuff start. It wouldn't be a good morning AZEROTH without a scuff start, right? Can you guys hear them?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Can't hear Melderon either. That's what he said.
Oh, fixed.
All right,
Fixed.
there we
Okay.
go.
Okay.
All right.
Def Camp, man. Whenever
Luckily,
you're
I
ready,
didn't do
do
it. Yeah.
I need some power
Okay.
word shields on everybody. I need some touch of weaknesses, some devouring plagues. Need to cure some diseases if you got time. Bless them, man.
All right, guys. Guys, here we go. Good morning, AZEROTH.
I can hear from the basement.
Yeah. Woo! Got the blood going. How the hell you doing, boys?
Doing good, man. For the love of God, fix Def Camp. That's what I'm saying. Sorry.
Izzy Omega, $2. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for the two, buddy.
Woo!
Thanks for
For
the
the
two.
love of God,
Oh, that
fix
gets the blood flowing,
DEFCAMP.
Absolutely, guys. Welcome.
How's everyone doing today?
I'm doing good, man. How about you?
How about the chat? How's the chat doing today?
How's the chat
Oh,
doing?
baby.
On a scale of 1 to 10, chat, how's everybody feeling today? With 11 being exceptional.
15.
I'm feeling it.
Wow, that's pretty high.
Yeah. So this week has been fucking amazing so far, boys.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, I would really like to be topped off by a blue post
Yeah.
tomorrow or later today, who knows? But damn, look at that, 69. We got 95,
We have a
damn.
pie in there,
9,000?
3.14. Repeating, of course.
over 9,000.
Evil Hawk with the 350 biddies. 10 out of 10. I'm glad to hear you're feeling good, Evil, my man. Thank you for the 350 biddies, bro. Good to
Last
see
2
you.
days, when I came back from work, I was actually expecting a blue post, but always get a little bit disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah, blue post would be nice. What do you guys think the next blue post is going to be? What blue post are you looking? Are you looking for a release date? Are you going that ambitious?
I'm
Yeah,
thinking-
I was, honestly.
I'm thinking
Day-to-day.
server information, man. Like some kind
Realm
of server size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope
After
they-
you said that, Dunedin, I think that's going to be the next blue post.
Yeah.
Negative 2 out of 10 because it's been about
Probably.
9 days since official classic news. Has it been
Yeah.
that long?
Well, the alpha news, that was, when was that?
It was a little update.
That was
That was a little update.
right?
We heard from him, right? That was
Yeah.
what was
Yeah.
that? That was last Friday. So we're
Yeah,
almost-
born
no,
back.
it's actually under a week. It's under a week. $2 Harrison Reed, classic hype indeed, my man. Thank you for the $2 Harrison Reed.
It's been a crazy week. I mean, like we hit 10,000 subscribers this week.
Yes, we did.
Congrats, man.
And
Yeah,
that
nice,
was
man.
that was a huge milestone for
a
us.
whole nother, you know,
Classic
integer.
hype.
It went fast from 5k to 10k.
Very
It went
fast.
insanely fast.
Yeah, very.
Uh,
It went
Definitely
fast
gotta-
from 500 to 5k as well, right?
Yeah.
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 You've been booming.
We were sub 1,000 for I don't know a year, something like that.
Well, yeah, about a year.
And
but
then yesterday we launched Classicwow.live, so it's been a
Yes.
very good
and,
week.
and a big shout out to Frostadamus for
Yes.
that's
putting
right.
that video in
Yeah,
there.
he plugged
with
you in
the-
that video. That was nice of him, man.
Yeah, that was awesome, man.
I
Yeah.
mean, when we linked up, guys, you guys had a couple, probably like 2,000-3,000, right? And I was probably had 20K. It was we were both
probably about
all
we
our
probably had
channels were a lot
about
smaller.
like like under 2,000 when we linked up, and the hype has just been growing, man. Everything's just been getting bigger and bigger, and the community has been so supportive, so amazing throughout this whole fucking journey, baby.
It's true.
Frosty is the man. He really is. Yeah.
Can you believe we did 17 of these?
And now the site,
No, I can't. And now the site, dude.
the site's up,
weeks,
and
man.
then
Oh yeah, the site's up.
17
That was
weeks.
big.
I remember when Kargoz came and we all were sitting down, had this idea in our head, and then next thing you know, it's live. It's just been an amazing journey, amazing fucking journey.
It has been, man. It's really been real, man. It's been you guys are the realest brothers out. So how you doing, Dunadan? How's your week, man?
Yeah, back to work. That's always a little bit hard, but I'm quite tired. You get tired after holiday, you know. But other than that, pretty good. No
Wait,
classic.
don't you get the summer off as a teacher? You're not
Yeah.
getting the summer off come with Classic?
Yeah, I hope it comes early summer. And other than that, been building my guild for Classicwow. That's going good,
Oh,
actually.
nice, dude.
Yeah, if people are interested, check out my Discord. We need a lot of DPS right now. We have tons of priests. We
More
have
dots.
tanks.
More dots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We actually have 0 rogues. So
That's
I
good.
don't know
Kargoz
why.
is happy about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Nice,
right?
dude. Keep it that way. Hey, also, Dunadan, we're gonna grant you diplomatic immunity on our server. So if you come on our server, we're gonna give you a little pass. We're not gonna clap you on site. You know, it's gonna be like a reverse kill on site list. So
We'll have like an RP kill. We'll like sit there and bow and everything.
But that-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from Europe, by the way. But it's
are you from
yeah,
Belgium?
someone
Dude,
yeah.
You're drinking your people's beer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout
yeah.
out to
I
all
love
our
your
guys.
guys. I love your guys' waffles. Great.
What's up with the upgrade? Hold on, we got to talk about this. What's up with the upgrade?
You know what?
Okay.
I was at
Oh.
the store and I've been drinking all this Coors Light and it gets to you after a little while. I
You have
like
Belgian
it.
beer here.
I mean, I had to
Yeah.
switch it up a little bit. I had to go.
I've
for
been
Stella.
loving all
Stella
the
is my
memes, though,
true
about
love.
the
It's
Coors Light,
the
man.
sessionability of Stella's are god tier.
Stella is made in Leuven, city of Leuven, and that's where I went to university. So yeah, I know
Oh, really?
the taste of it. Yeah.
I gotta say though, Stella's tame for a Belgian beer, as far as flavor's concerned. Usually Belgian beers are extremely complex.
Yeah, but it's just easy. I don't know how you say it in English. It's Pils beer.
High drinkability. Yeah, it's a Pilsner.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's basically why. But,
It's crisp and refreshing, man. I love it. The nectar of life.
Can I link my Discord? People ask that.
I
Yeah,
think you
you're
have
a-
mod. Yeah, I think you can, man.
Okay.
Mind control anyone that attacks Dunadan and kill them. Yeah, we'll give him diplomatic immunity on our server. Other than Dunadan, if it's red, it's dead.
But it's a PvP server you're playing on, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's-
yeah.
So I will make a horde on that one.
Oh, okay.
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 Better.
That's funny,
So,
man.
but thanks.
What's up,
Thanks
shaman?
anyway.
All right.
What?
Well, we got our little update in. Let me go over to. Let me hit my little Stream Deck button, guys. I'm really excited about this little
Uh-oh.
Stream Deck thing. Watch this.
Uh-oh.
Let's see if it works, man.
Uh-oh.
The whole thing's gonna go down. It's like,
Presentation.
Guys,
Yeah, there we go,
there goes the
dude.
stream.
High
There goes the
quality,
stream.
man. All right, so we have the little PowerPoint up here. Let's go through this. All right, so we did our little greetings and salutations. Hope everybody's doing good. 1 week closer to Classic WoW, man. The dream is almost a reality. Very exciting. The next thing we got up is, per usual, we do our little corny Classic WoW meme competition. This will be number 4. Mamrick, the blessed mod of the memes in the Discord, handles this stuff for us and does a great job. So we're going to be giving away another t-shirt courtesy of Brandung Media this time. So every week, for those of you who are unfamiliar, we do this, this little thing is a little icebreaker, just to break the ice a little bit. Everybody's a little sleepy maybe, or, it's still early here in California. So we're going to go through 10 of the top memes submitted in the Dank Memes channel in Discord, and then you guys are going to decide who wins, and they'll get a cool t-shirt. So without further ado,
Dank.
let's go.
let's do it.
Number 1.
Let's do it.
Azeroth map in 2022, Return of the Lich King. Return of the...
This is actually an old one. I've seen this one.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's this. I mean, honestly, that's exactly what's happening in Warcraft. It's just
Pretty
like
much.
these islands just keep like rising from the seafloor, and you're like, oh my god, an
What do
island.
the islands actually say, though, dude? More
It's like-
broken
more
isles.
broken
dude.
islands.
They actually copied the font exactly.
It's a good one.
Isles. Trollia.
It makes you think
Pandaria.
the world got so much bigger, but actually got so much smaller.
Yeah, that's funny, dude. I love how they put more broken isles, dude. More Eastern Kingdoms. All right, let's go. That's number 1, guys. Number 2. I told him we ran out of food. He said, "Don't worry, I'm mage." That's a good one.
I'm
dude.
mage.
The wifey's looking so disappointed in the background, dude. It's funny, man.
Oh, I like that. Yeah,
That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right, number 3. This one, people are starting to make memes about the whole gnome rogue. You know, my disdain for gnome rogues. Time to get Kargoz with my gnome rogue. You can try. I'm gonna be SL Orc Warlock with Nemesis,
yeah.
man.
Dude, there's a whole guild coming after you. Call it. It's gonna happen, man. There's gonna be a whole guild of gnome rogues, and I told them, I said, look, Melderon and I, we have no part in this. If they want to come for you,
Are you gonna let him, dude? You're not gonna toss me a renew, even, bro? Like,
I might.
Well,
We might toss a little help. We'll see. We'll see.
It'll make good stream content. If I get clapped by 20 rogues at the same time, it'll be funny, man.
Yeah,
it'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be great.
It'll take
They
rest.
just keep sapping you, so you can't go anywhere. They just sap you everywhere you go.
The gnome laugh is just so triggering to me. Like after
Oh, it is.
a gnome just sap slash raffle.
Oh.
Do you remember those snowballs you can throw?
Oh yeah, the snowballs. Yeah, that's a good way.
On the private servers, you can throw people on the ground with those snowballs. But if I'm correctly, I think you could only use it that way on gnomes in Vanilla WoW or
Wait,
anyone
what?
else.
Say that again.
Well, if you throw a snowball in someone's face, he gets knocked to the ground sometimes, right? But
all the time, right?
No, sometimes.
Not all the time, but if I remember well, it was only possible on gnomes in the real Vanilla WoW. I never saw it in anything else, and I only saw it on gnomes, but might be a false memory.
Well, apparently it's useful. So like even like on a hunter, like you're trying to get people to buff your pet, right? Some people, druids or whatever. You're trying to get pets buffs on your pet. So I was told by really good hunters, this is their pro strat. They stock up a bunch of snowballs, and as the healers are trying to drink, they just chuck snowballs at them, and they just go buff my pet, and they just chuck snowballs at them. It's pro strat.
It is good that you're
useful.
playing a warlock now, though, because now you have lesser invis detection. That is not bad to have.
True.
So.
And I'm Orc Warlock too, though. Orc Warlock, dude. With the stun
Stun
resist,
resist.
dude, I'm
Yeah,
ready to clap
that's
some
true.
rogues,
With
man.
the 75% stuff. Wait, no, that's
That's
not
25%. 25.
Let's not start that. Let's not start
It's additive, Melderon. It's freaking additive.
I know. I just,
Yeah. Okay.
dude, that started a friggin-
25% of my decision to play a class is based on my viability versus rogues. Just throwing it out there. Like even in retail WoW, I roll around the world in the best possible setup to deal with rogues. Like I just walk everywhere, assuming I'm gonna get opened up on by a rogue, and that's how I just. All right.
So.
What's up?
Yeah. No. Let's go to the next meme. Yeah.
Next meme number 4. Astronar, 19 silver, 19 copper. Oh yeah, this is the flight paths in vanilla are pretty wonky, right?
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
weird sometimes, dude. What is that? Okay, we need a Melderon meme instruction. What is that dude doing at the bottom?
I don't know, dude. I mean, it seems like he's like in some weird, like pretzel contortionist position, just in the same way, like maybe the flight path is all jacked up. I don't know. Maybe what the fuck? Some of these flight paths don't make sense though. Like the fact you can't fly to Ratchet, you
Yeah,
have
I
to
don't
go to
even know what
Crossroads
that is.
first.
Yeah.
These are linked, connected flight paths, so that's not old vanilla style.
But it's funny. Look, you could literally go from here to here. It's so much closer, yet you have to go all the way around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one. All right, next up. Classic is free with retail subscription. Classic and retail are included in the same subscription. Retail is free with classic subscription. I see. That's the 200 IQ mindset, dude. What do you guys
So yeah, this is funny, but I need someone to explain what's going on here. So why is there a gorilla, a guy, and then a star guy from Old
That
War?
part, I don't know.
There's a meme. There's a meme, right, where there's like, it goes to like the levels of consciousness, right? So it's like, you're on the first level of consciousness is like an 8. Then you're a man, and now you're like this. Now the last one is like
This pure energy,
pure energy.
being.
So that's how smart you are.
He's an omnipotent, ethereal
Retail
being.
is free with
Got it.
classic subscription. You know what I mean? That's how. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
I thought it was something about Old War, and I'm like, wow, that's.
He's too old for memes, guys. Too old. He's literally 59 years old.
You
so.
think that's
Not
possible
59.
though, guys? I don't know. It's possible, man, that Classic becomes the default World of Warcraft that the masses refer to. So when people say World of Warcraft, they no longer think of the new expansion. They think of Classic.
Yeah,
you think it's possible?
It's definitely possible.
You think so? Yeah,
I think so.
I think so.
All right.
Consider it. Yeah.
Next up, little cartoon here. I see a small apartment. I see you alone. It's like a fortune teller. And a lot of unwashed dishes. Jesus, that's a lot of unwashed dishes. That's us in a couple months here, man.
That's us, dude.
Oh god, dude! Especially when me and Melderon get our own place. Oh my god, it's gonna be.
You better wash your dishes.
That's why you have to do my strat though and get.
I'll leave them in your room
because washing dishes, man. That takes time, man. We're trying to speed level, man. You just got to get the freshly.
Let me explain something about washing dishes. Okay, let me just explain. And about cleaning your pots and pans. If you just cooked, it's so much easier to clean. Right? Because the stuff is ready to be wiped off. If you leave stuff to clean, you're actually making more work for yourself.
Says the guy who leaves stuff in the sink for like days.
I don't do that.
No, it's true. It's so true. Pan? Yeah, okay. You ever try to clean the pot with pasta in it right after you make pasta? It's easy, like it comes right off. If you let that harden up, bro,
you're there for
you're gonna be there with like a hammer and a chisel trying to get it off the bowl. Like
if you want to have more time playing Classic WoW, clean your plates when you're done.
Yeah, clean.
Well, no. Here's the elite way to do it. Who needs plates when you have paper towels?
Or paper plates.
Paper towel.
Plates. Yeah. Or do what I'm doing. I'm ordering freshly. All my meals are coming in a little tray. Microwave it.
There you go.
Throw it away. It may not be that sustainable, but you know
what?
The environment might have to take an L for a couple weeks here while I hit 60.
As long as Azeroth is there, that's all that matters, right?
But
the whole world can be fucked, but as long as we have Azeroth.
Exactly, man. That's what I'm gonna do for a couple weeks. I'm gonna order all my meals, like these pre-cooked meals, via Freshly. I'm excited about that.
Oh god, dude! You know what? I'm thinking about this too, right? So like, I already see it. Melderon and we're gonna literally probably 10-15 minutes where we go to the store, get dinner, eat it at the computer, and that's gonna be our dinner. Like that's gonna.
Dude, Wawa is gonna be our friend, dude.
Wawa is gonna be. If you guys know what Wawa is, man, that is gonna be.
We don't have.
You don't like Wawa?
Dude. We don't have Wawa here, man.
Wawa is gonna be.
Yeah, you guys have been in and out.
I used to go to Wawa all the time, though. Like the sandwiches were good. Like even though it's kind of like a gas station. Didn't they have milkshakes there too?
They do have milkshakes, dude.
Chip milkshakes.
Yeah.
You have In-N-Out burger, so like screw you, dude. Like I wish I had In-N-Out burger.
That's true, but the line is so long.
That's
not
true.
viable.
That's true.
Unless I gotta get it delivered. All right, let's move on. So we're through 6.
I have really no idea what Wawa
we're talking about.
is.
Like these dumb Americans.
It's Belgian. No, it's not.
This is a funny one, dude. I've seen this meme before. The dude is in his car driving. He sees Nestingwary camp. He's like, let's go.
Like,
I'm getting out of here. I've done that exact thing, dude. I've done that exact, like on God, I've done that exact thing. I was level 30, right? And I'm in Duskwood, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I could just do the Tiger quest real quick. It's right there. Like I could just knock out the first mastery quest. I start walking into the zone, and you see like friggin' 19 undead rogues killing everybody, and you're like, all right, I'm out.
Like, peace.
Skipping Stranglethorn Vale, dude.
Ew, automatic cars, I know, right?
That's funny, dude. That's a good one. I like this one.
I like that a lot.
That's a good one. I like that one.
I like the ones that they're not too wordy too. Like it's like 4 little squares and you get it. When you start an RPG and equip all the I like this one, dude. When you start an RPG and equip all the objects you find, dude, it's just a dude with like a bucket on his head. This is why Classic WoW is sick though. Like 'cause that's how it feels. Like it feels like they're even called like the initial weapons you spawn with are like Worn Dagger. Or
you have like a shovel. There's like the shovel. What's that one as in a lot of the humans start off with literally a shovel. Yeah,
like
you can get a shovel.
Shovel. I love that, dude. Like
in Tearsfall you can get a shovel too.
Frayed linen gloves and stuff. Like you're putting on a little, a dilapidated set of like ghetto armor. I love that, dude.
First thing I thought when I saw this meme was in Skyrim. You know when you put the baskets over the like shopkeep's head and you steal everything?
Yeah. That is kind of
like, oh, what are you doing, traveler? And then you just like, and then you start stealing everything, and then you just leave.
Oh, dude, fucking love
the meal deliveries. That's you're right, man. That's the strat. I'm gonna do meal deliveries.
Oh man.
Yeah, this is a good one. I like this one. Okay. Warriors literally want one thing and it's fucking disgusting, and they just paste in some ghetto stretched out Wind Fury totem like dual Oh god.
Literally,
That's
one
true.
thing.
Who is this girl, dude? Ashcam. She's literally the basis, the foundation of like millions of memes. Because everyone just plug in chugs to this meme.
Literally want one thing, and it's fucking disgusting.
Oh, okay, we got a Drake.
It's so
meme
true,
here.
though.
It is. As a shaman, you would know about this. You would know about this, right, Melder?
Oh my god,
Trust me,
love-
I play Warrior too.
You know,
I love
you
watching
know,
Doc.
you'll take people who are antisocial and don't ask for
Yeah.
much, and they're just silent most of the time, and they're hitting you up for that though. It's like
Yeah, it's like whenever you see Doc and stream, you'll notice if like Wind Fury is just like off cold, like is not there, and he's like Wind Fury,
He
Wind Fury,
notices
Wind
right
Fury.
away.
they find the time, dude. They will
He just
carve out the
knows.
time.
Yeah, if he's not getting enough rage, he's just like, "Where the fuck's my Wind Fury?"
That's funny, dude. All right, now I can ruin my 30s the exact same way I ruined my teens. Versus now I can enjoy my 30s the same way I enjoyed my teens. I like it. It's cup half full, cup half empty. I like that. Yeah, this is an opportunity, guys. This is gonna be a freaking era.
By the way, this is the last meme.
Yeah.
We have a bonus meme that we have to show people.
Bonus meme.
Yes, we do.
Bonus meme.
Look in the Discord chat. This was submitted by
Bonus meme.
by someone in our Discord. I think it was Trustian actually. It was Trustian. Yeah.
Okay, let me go to this. Oh my god, dude. This is
You know one's coming right now, so it's
Kargoz slaps straw poll. When I slap it down, it isn't a Kargoz stream without a straw poll. I love this. This is just such a natural little Photoshop. It looks just like me. I love it, dude.
It's a homebrew, baby.
Oh my god. Top of my head got guillotined off.
close
Close
the view window in Discord. It's screwing up the.
Oh, is it? Oh, the camera's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Can they read it? Yeah, it is in the cargo stream.
It's a little bit lower, if possible.
Yeah. I think we're good now.
I love the Kargoz face, dude. It's so good. Your face, you're like so happy.
So chipper. Okay, we're doing a straw poll now, guys. Right after the straw poll meme, we're doing a straw poll. I'm gonna slap it in the chat.
So make sure you put 11. That was number 11. Yeah.
Well, no, I don't think. Are we gonna vote on that one?
I'll put
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm making.
Yeah, I love me a homebrew, man.
5, 6. Homebrew? There is points for homebrew, I have to say, right?
I know, man.
Someone makes something up as opposed to Googling it.
Straw poll is gonna actually work. Yeah, is the straw poll site still down?
Was it down? It was down?
It wasn't working for me last
Kargoz
night.
Kargoz shut the server down.
I know, you literally broke the website.
Too much growth. Okay. Straw poll coming in hot and fresh. You know, here we go, boys. Vote on this if you can.
Yeah.
I'll go through the memes one more time. So,
Yeah, go through them.
number 1, Azeroth map in 2022, Return of the Lich King. That's number 1. Number 2, I told him we ran out of food. He said, "Don't worry, I'm mage." Number 3, time to gain Kargoz with my gnome rogue. Number 4, the jacked up flight path one. Number 5, retail is free with classic subscription. Number 6, plenty of dishes. Number 7, 8 up nesting where he can't. Number 9, warriors literally want only one thing and it's fucking disgusting. Number 10 is cup half full, cup half empty meme. And number 11 is the homebrew Kargoz straw poll meme.
I think this straw poll is not working.
It's not working.
I cannot see
I
the
think you can
results.
give it a second though. Honestly, it'll work. It just it takes a minute. This happened yesterday. IVNN is hosting with up to 60 viewers, my man. Thank you very much, IVNN.
Thank you very much.
Whoa!
Thank you very
brother.
much, IVNN, my man. I will hit you back with that host next time I see you on, my man. Thank you very much. Welcome,
That was
everybody.
awesome.
We're talking Classic WoW. This is your weekly community talk show. Hanging out today. Welcome, guys. Welcome, Shim. Hope you had a good stream, my man.
Welcome, everyone.
Is this still dead?
I
Yeah,
have
it's
another
still
site.
down.
I have another site if you want to do. It's just literally called strawpoll.com,
Huh.
and that one seems to be working.
Droppool.com. Okay, let me try.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a bummer.
yeah. It
Ooh,
it
this
doesn't
one
look
looks
as
good.
cool, but I use this one because I didn't know the link to the one that you use. So. Yeah,
This
dude.
one looks really
Kargoz literally broke the straw poll site, man.
Too much use.
Too much use. I have a fucking. Did anybody like these Cadbury cream eggs, man? And you guys love these things.
The chocolate, the chocolates. Yeah.
The chocolate. Yeah, the chocolates.
Chocolates?
The chocolates.
Chocolates. I love me some chocolate.
All right.
Actually, favorite chocolate.
Louis?
Go. That's another thing.
Here we
Just
go.
with
Here we
you
go.
guys though. Okay, there's a new thing. Def Camp's drop poll in the chat. I'll go through them again real quick. My favorite chocolate. I'll tell you in 1 second. What's your favorite chocolate though?
Whatchamacallit.
I just love white chocolate, man.
2.
I don't like chocolate.
You're
Do you like
crazy.
that cookies and cream Oreo chocolate?
That's good. Yeah, but I like white
Wait,
chocolate.
hold on a second. Did you say
Yeah.
you don't like chocolate?
He's from
And you're
Belgium.
from-
He
and
doesn't
you're
like
Belgian,
chocolate. Don't they
too.
have like fountains of chocolate there?
Yeah.
Isn't that like Willy Wonka, like
Yeah,
Homeland?
it's like Willy Wonka.
Yeah, basically.
Dude, there's 3 things in life that if people don't like, I don't trust them: bacon, dogs, and chocolate.
That's
and
actually-
I don't know, man.
What
That's
about
actually
World
a
of
factual
Warcraft?
statement though.
What about World of Warcraft?
That's actually very
Yeah,
pure
okay,
wisdom,
fine, that's
my
4.
man.
But dude, if you don't like bacon, you guys like bacon? Do you eat bacon?
I
Yeah.
would eat bacon and chocolate while petting my
I
dog.
tried that, dude.
Well, it's not that
I'm not gonna
I
eat dog,
don't
but-
eat chocolate sometimes, but it's not like I really love it. Or
Wow.
something.
So I love like white chocolate Kit Kats and white chocolate, like my favorite.
You guys ever had the bacon with the chocolate though? They actually sell that.
I didn't like it. I tried
You tried it?
Wasn't a fan.
Yeah.
So Melderon likes to eat bacon, dogs, and chocolate.
But what is
Yeah, I
Dogs,
meant
dogs,
eating
right?
dogs. Sorry, guys. Yeah,
what is your favorite chocolate though? Did you say?
Whatchamacallit? It's a candy bar.
That doesn't count, dude. Nobody knows what that is. What
The
is that?
dog is delicious,
How's-
Melderon. I agree.
How does no one know what?
call it?
No,
What
what-
call it?
What is it called?
Whatchamacallit?
Whatchamacallit?
This is some Philly thing, bro. What is this?
No, it's not.
They're okay.
If I
they're
saw this
okay.
in the
You never
store, I
heard
wouldn't even trust
whatchamacallit?
this, bro. What is this?
Dude, Dane only eats broccoli.
It looks kind of good though. Looks like it's got nougat. Does it have nougat?
Nougat.
He's got nougat. Yo, guys, this chocolate's got nougat.
this
It looks delicious.
Does this
Frankie
chocolate
Yorker.
have
It's got
nougat?
nougat. Coffee. It's got
Yeah,
nougat.
coffee and nougats.
I could eat this with my coffee.
Yeah.
Now I love
Dude,
me some white
whatchamacallit's
chocolate.
great.
Okay.
White chocolate Reese's and white
Let me
chocolate.
tell,
Kit Kat,
let me
man.
just
That's my
Google right
favorite.
now what the best in slot chocolate is, dude.
Best in slot chocolate.
Who makes
What's
this
the best in slot chocolate?
Which culture makes this? Dude?
Is that Mars? I think it's a
I
Mars.
think it's
No,
Mars.
man. Look at this. This is it for me. I could eat
Alright,
these.
I'm gonna eat.
If there was no consequences, I would eat this entire thing in one sitting. You guys know what that is?
What?
I pulled it up on the street.
Oh, Ferrero Rochers are great. Yeah.
Dude,
Oh,
I'm salivating
Ferrero
thinking
Rocher.
about them right now.
Yeah, dude, look at this thing I got for Easter.
Ferrero Rocher. What's that?
Ferrero Rocher.
Peanut butter Reese's are
Look at
good.
this fucking
Out of just like the
dull
standard chocolates though, like Halloween chocolate. Do you have Halloween in Belgium, Dunedin?
Yeah. But that's only like the last 10 years. Before that, we didn't
And mini
have
euros.
that.
In
So
mini
it
euros.
came over.
Okay, so now it's a thing that people walk around with costumes and get candy?
They don't really walk around into costumes, but people put pumpkins and stuff in their garden. So,
Oh, the
but not
pumpkin.
as much as they do in the US, I
Mhm.
suppose.
I'm gonna eat some. I'm gonna eat this chocolate.
Well, out of just the
Actually-
standard chocolate, I think my favorite is actually Kit Kat.
Oh, I love
I
Kit
like
Kat,
Kit
man.
Kat.
White,
The crispiness.
But what about white chocolate Kit Kat? What do you like? The white
I
chocolate?
like the
Kit
green
Kat?
tea matcha flavored Kit Kat. You ever heard about that?
Ooh,
It's
very
freaking
good.
like
yeah,
$9 a
Big
bar,
in-
but they're
big in
really good.
Japan. I actually prefer the white chocolate Kit Kats though.
Okay.
Lint white chocolate is very good. Yes, it is.
All right, so let's see the
Mr.
results of this drop poll, man. This is a new website we're using.
I voted number 11. I like the Kargoz one. I like the.
Okay, number 7 with
You gotta refresh
7
it.
votes. Okay, sweet. Let's see what number 7 is. Last chance to vote, guys. It looks like it's
I
number
voted
7.
on number 7 as
Last chance.
It's the Stranglethorn one. I like it. This one deserves it. Yeah, this one's good.
Yeah, I
Who
agree.
made, who
It's
made
good.
this one? Let me see.
Hmm.
well. So I brought my feral druid to the stream.
Kitty cat.
Yeah.
Do you ever watch Feral Druid PvP in your house?
Yeah.
You ever watch your cat gangsta?
There we go. Feral Druid versus Paladin right now. There we go.
Was it Rand again, dude? You won twice in a row. That's funny, man. I think it was
Yeah,
Rand.
he's a good memer. Is
Yeah,
that the
he's
right
an
word?
Epic memer, yeah.
He knows how to meme.
His meme game is strong. All right, Rand, man, congratulations, dude. You did it again, buddy. 2 for 2. The reigning meme champ, dude. The meme
Oh.
champion. Okay. All right. So we're done with the meme competition. Now we're gonna go to news and updates. So we didn't get a blue post. It's been a little while, but I mean it's been about a week.
I ate the pellet of the wrapper.
What? Sorry, guys. Sorry for my brother.
Oh,
Just
no
gonna
problem.
apologize for that.
What do you do?
I ate
He
the
ate
wrapper.
part of the wrapper of his chocolate.
Oh, it happens, dude. It happens to the best of us, man. It happens to the best of us, dude.
The sad part is, Steven, he's not stoned. That's the sad part.
If I was in Belgium, I would walk around dressed up, screaming at people to join me. I would single-handedly start a Halloween revolution. Do it, man. Good content right there. So weekly news, man. Okay, the only news we can report, not to like chill too hard for the site or anything, but like this is a site we've been working on for 6-7 months, guys. It's really a community like grassroots project. We started it, you know, before the demo. And we've just been working alongside people like you to build it and get it out there. And it's a site, it's a platform dedicated to Classic WoW by us, just, you know, regular people in the community for us. And we're really excited that we launched it yesterday. So it's available right now. There's guides and this Atlas tool and forums. We're trying to get the forums popping off. It's Classicwow.live. So that was big for us, man. We've been working hard on that, and that's kind of delayed a bunch of our content, right, Melderon? I mean, you've been
Absolutely.
You've been trying to make videos. I have a lot of videos in the backlog, but we've been working on this. So
We're working on this really hard, guys. And I want to just say, Ale and Taladrill and everyone else who's not a not a community figure, like you don't see them on. These guys did a lot of work. I mean, Ale single-handedly built this website from scratch, and with our help, of course, but just giving him feedback. He's the one doing all the coding. So, you know, real quick, if you guys didn't see the stream yesterday, I mean, we have a guides tab where we'll show all the hard-hitting guides that's created by the community, not just by content creators. Anyone can upload content to this website, anyone. And we stress that we hope people will upload as much content as possible. And then the community tab is everything that's not a guide. So anything you can think of, PvP montages, music videos, you know, Chimley's scorecrafts are on there. Mm-hmm. And that is also community driven. You guys are not only you're uploading the content, but you're voting on what stuff shows at the top.
We're all about collaboration, guys. If you want to make content for whatever reason, even if it's just fun stuff, it doesn't have to be a guide or some, you know, PowerPoint craziness. But if you want to make content, like, hit us up, man. We're happy to help, right? We've all learned from each other, so that's just an open invitation to anyone watching. If you just want to, you know, try your hand at a guide or a funny video, machinima, something like that, hit us up. Real quick, got a donation, 420 in the chat. Izzy Omega, Def, love you, man. Need you to not choke and die. You are loved, Def Camp. You got a lot of fans, man. You got a lot of people who love you, bro.
Izzy. Thank you. I'm all good.
He's a lovable character, man. Def Camp is just a jolly, like, lovable guy, man.
Thank you. But like, here's the thing about the website, right? And I'm talking about in stream yesterday, and you know, we literally, as we the stream went live, and you know, Kargoz streamed and then I streamed, people were already uploading their content. We had this amazing Spelladin guide that was put up, just floored me. I mean, it was so good, and like already seeing people put up their content on the site, it's like a dream come true. And you know, this all came to fruition, like Melderon said. You know, the people behind the scene, like Ale, like Talger, like Egregious, like Navik. You know, myself, Melderon, and Kargoz, and you know, you see us, but the people behind the scene really made this. And then the content partners that we have, and you know, people like Dune, people like, you know, who just are putting their stuff up on the site. It's what and the community is what makes this site move. It's what gives it the wheels. Yeah,
it's like Polo Fiend found the Atlas, and that was actually created by Taladrill. And that not only can you search the Atlas like you would in game, you can actually look at satellite imagery of all the zones. And there's also lore that we've put up.
It's like Google Maps, right? I love that.
It's like Google Maps, and that's essentially what it will become. We're going to add layers to it. So you know how Google Maps work, where you can add layers. We're thinking of doing the same thing with NPCs, quests, subterranean zones. We're working on that now. That's going to be a huge tool for a lot of people. And then, of course, we have the forum section as well, which we have a brand new forum structure too. So we're really proud of it. Will there be dungeon maps on the Atlas? Yes, there will be dungeon maps. You'll be able to click on dungeons in the Atlas.
Yeah, we actually.
Real quick though. Yeah. You guys know how I love duo leveling, right? I want to get this popping off. There's a duo leveling thread here. If you guys want to duo level and find someone who's going to have a same schedule as you, and you want to go hard, you want to go full poop sock, or you want to just go kind of more casual, you can post here. Look, it's already popping off. All these people posting. You see this? It's crazy. So come here. If you're trying to find a duo leveling partner, I love duo leveling. So much fun. That's on here as well. And you can sign in with Discord too. So you can make an account with Discord. You don't have to do some crazy thing.
Yeah, we have Discord OAuth and Google OAuth.
Yeah. All right.
We had a Wankenden build as well. Had a funny about it yesterday. FaZe was talking about put literally talking about in the stream and how you could maximize your wanking while playing a paladin because you literally don't do anything but
Was that
wank
the
it.
spell power build?
No. Well, this is the Wankadin build that we
The
did. I made it on stream yesterday. Well, Phage put it up there. The original post was put up a while back, and yeah, it's not a video, but it was really appropriate music while mentioning Scorecraft. Yeah, it was really.
Oh, look,
funny.
dude and Nate put something up, dude. Look right there. Did you just do that right now?
Well,
Yeah, we did it while we were on the phone.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. All right, yeah. Anyway, guys, that you guys get the picture, right? Check it. We got lots of exciting stuff to come with the site. We're working on it pretty much a lot, so definitely give it a shot. Other than that, weekly news. Is there anything I have some weekly news in the sense that I got some really like interesting feedback, okay? So I did 2 straw polls. This isn't just one data point, Malderon. You can appreciate this maybe as a scientist. And I think it ties into a forum post. Yeah, so this forum post ties into it as well. The question that I was asking my chat is how many people would want to move on to TBC, or how, you know, if all the expansions were out, like let's say that they did Classic, BC, and Lich King, and all the hype had died down, it had all resolved, and you could just choose to play any one of these legacy environments, right? Like indefinitely. Which one would you choose?
So Fresh, Post-Nax, and TBC?
No, I'm saying, yeah, Classic, TBC, and Lich King. So I was expecting in a Classic community that we were going to have Classic be the #1 choice. I mean, it seemed kind of obvious to me. It was kind of just like, you know, we'll see what happens, but it's clearly going to be Classic. Over double the amount of people wanted to play TBC than Classic. This happened 2 times in a row.
But
is there anything
do they mean by
to
classic? They mean post-Nax content or fresh
Yeah,
realms?
no, they're saying that like the year is 2022 or something, right?
Yeah.
They release TBC, then TBC runs 3 years, then Lich King comes out, and that runs 3 years. After all the dust is settled, I'm just trying to like take hype out of the equation. Which version of the game would they want to play the most? And there was a ton of people that wanted to play TBC.
Oh,
and that
I
was
see.
very shocking to me. I don't know, like.
Well, you have to remember. So TBC, I think was the sharp. No, it's not the sharpest, but I think you have to. You know, TBC saw a huge growth in subscriber number. So I think a lot of people started the game in TBC, and I think it's a lot of that. But you also think about the class balancing issues. You have to think about arena. You got to think about all these things that were added in TBC. You know, that made a lot of the classes specifications more viable, not classes. So I think that's a big part of it. But you know, my whole thing with TBC is the flying, dude. I hate it. I really do.
Did you hate it back then, though?
Did I hate it back then?
Or did you learn to hate it over time?
I learned to hate it over time because when I was playing TBC, I got my flying mount or whatever like really late because I sucked, and then I got it, and I'm like flying around and I'm like whatever. But then like when Wrath of the Lich King came out is when I think I grew as a player more than in that in expansion. So it wasn't until later when I realized, oh, World PvP, you know, X, Y, and Z, and then playing Classic on private servers for 4 years or 3 years, whatever it's been for me. I fell in love with World PvP so much that I just don't want to lose it. I don't want to lose it. And I think it's such an important part of the game. So I don't know.
So I think TBC is probably the most popular for a couple of reasons. It took very good parts of Vanilla WoW, and it added to that there was a lot more class balance and people could play the meme specs from Classicwow, so that's a huge one. But at the same time, it kept the main spirit of Vanilla as well. So you had the hard trades, the dungeon running before raiding, the best in slot gearing, the professions.
Yeah,
it's all there. And also, I think people played for 10 years on private servers, and they usually play Classic WoW on private servers. So there's something new about the Burning Crusade.
Also, let's not forget flying mounts are required to complete PvE progression.
They are.
A lot of people like to say like, oh, it would be really cool to have BC without flying, but I feel like so much of the Burning Crusade was kind of centered
It was
around
built
it.
around it.
I had
Yeah.
no issue with flying in actual TBC zones. They felt like they were designed for them. They literally had
It was
floating
good in
islands and
TBC
stuff. You know what I
zones.
mean?
Yeah.
And you could knock people off their mounts in TBC too. You'd have to like do weird stuff. Like Paladin could hit them with the Hodge, I think, and then they could bubble before they fall to the ground. Druid could tidal wave them. You could get people off their mounts. But yeah, flying in the old world, definitely that was another.
So I think the perfect WoW would be a mix between vanilla and TBC. I miss the exploration in vanilla. You don't have that in the TBC. You have the linear quest system.
That's another thing I love about is Classic is that it's 60 levels, you know, and that's the only expansion that's like that. And I really like the leveling process. So I would like to exist in Classic personally, but that's, you know, I don't know if that means post-next content or not. The thing is, this poll doesn't take into account
versus vanilla.
post-next content.
Mr. Fenster with the $5. How many players hit max level in TBC and vanilla? In TBC, I don't know. It'd probably be similar. I don't know what you guys think. It'd probably be,
I don't know.
I don't know. I'd just be guessing
Well,
from my gut.
remember,
Maybe, like,
leveling was nerfed about 35% in TBC.
Yeah, true. The 2.4.3 values. I'd say less people hit max level in vanilla than TBC. Shots fired. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because the game had been out longer, right? People had like figured it out a little bit more.
Yeah, I would say
Right?
so, yeah.
Thank you for the $5, my man. So, you know, all right. I mean, TBC, one of my issues with TBC is that it was the shortest expansion. And TBC alone, is there enough content to just play TBC over and over again? Maybe. There's some really cool gear. I mean, they have Arena, which is timeless. PvP is timeless.
Yeah.
But another thing I wanted to talk about today, and I'm very sincerely curious about what the chat and what you guys have to think about this, because I'm going to go out on a limb here. And this may sound really dumb, but at least I'm putting one possible solution out there as far as what the end game of vanilla looks like. You know, so can we agree? Let me ask the chat. Let me ask you guys. Can we agree that there needs to be some sort of like recycling server lifespan? With the there's certain servers, they have certain names. You're gonna have like Tichondrius, Illyria, Anderhall, Nerzul, Skullcrusher, right? Like they can't just keep coming up with new server names over and over again indefinitely forever. Like they're kind of gonna use the same server names, and the idea of fresh and stuff is enticing. So there needs to be some sort of life cycle with the servers. Any dissenters there, or am I just crazy?
No, I agree. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
So you agree that okay? All right. Well,
Yeah.
if that's the case, there's a couple different people you have to like listen to. Some people are like, I'm working really hard to get this character geared out and to achieve everything, all my goals in game, and I don't want to lose that character. So if you reset the server on me, I'm gonna get upset because I put a lot of time and blood, sweat, and tears in getting this character or these characters up to a certain level, and it would feel a little bit unfair to like take that away from them and just fully reset the server, right?
Well,
The other people though,
I disagree with the part where you think there's a limit to how many servers can be made. Or so remember, what you could do is if say you've reached the natural progression of a server, post Nax, whatever, everyone's got, well, a lot of people have cleared Nax, not everyone, and you roll out a fresh server, it doesn't erase the old one, and you can start merging the old servers if people want to remain on those servers.
Or you can
what are
move
you gonna
them
call them?
towards
You're gonna call them like Illidan 2?
Classic 1,
or-
Classic 2, Classic 3, Classic 4, it doesn't matter.
I guess.
I think the best progression though is to go for those people who have those characters to go to a Burning Crusade server, because like I mean, the fact of it is,
disregard that for now though. We're talking about just a classic environment. I think there's a strong
Just a classic
possibility.
environment?
I think there's a strong possibility. So if Blizzard opens up the doors and goes TBC and opens it up TBC, they're probably going to go all the way to Lich King. But there's a strong possibility that this could be it as far as legacy servers go, because
It's possible.
the existence of a TBC legacy realm, the existence of a Wrath of the Lich King legacy realm, the existence of a Cataclysm legacy realm would like devalue the profundity of a classic WoW legacy realm.
Why?
Because it would feel like there are multiple equally viable instances of the game, which there might be, but I'm saying if there was only one, it would be almost like Blizzard's like stance that this was kind of our one of our favorite instances of the game. Like classic WoW was one of our.
Let's go back full circle. No one's asking for Cataclysm servers.
Well, I'm just saying, like, how far would that
Yeah.
legacy server rabbit hole goes? If all
Right.
iterations of the game were available in different servers, it would devalue the significance of a classic WoW legacy realm.
Yeah, the
IMO.
natural stop is before the Cataclysm, because the Cataclysm is the only expansion that fundamentally changed the old world.
And that is the classic world, exactly.
That's a
So
fair point.
when I think of classic
That's a
too,
fair
I think
point.
of the classic world right before the world was changed. And the main thing for me is like for people that have played, if we get classic for say 2 years or close to how long it was out when it is, for the most part, man. Of course, there are going to be some people who want to replay on another classic realm, but that realm that you played on 2 years, there's not going to be much more to do, man. Like, come on.
I don't always
once
drink
Nax is
Dos
out and everything like
Equis.
that, you either are
But
going to
when I
start
do,
on a
I'm
new
sitting
server,
on my
or you're
couch
going to
with
put
no
that
pants
character
on
over
watching
to a
Good Morning
Burning server.
Azeroth.
Those for me are the only two options.
Real quick, Crimson 28 with the 5, man. Thank you for the 5, buddy. Appreciate you. No pants on right now? You're just commando right now on the couch?
They called me
Hell yeah,
yesterday
dude.
with no pants on. Yeah.
Hell yeah,
Fly
no
goes
pants
fly,
on.
baby.
That's when you know you're a grown ass man. You just start doing weird stuff. I think you get crazier the older you get. I think that's just a general thing. Like, I don't know. Like,
So
Oh, absolutely.
there's a case to be made to go up until Pandaria.
okay,
because-
what's the case?
Because after Pandaria, they actually not only changed the world itself, but they changed the game entirely. Classes got new spells. It works entirely different from
You
Warlord
can say
to
it's Kata
Warlord
too.
Sun.
Kata
Yeah.
changed a lot of things as well.
But you had the same spells in Kata. There were more spells added, but you still had the same base kit. Right.
I mean, like priests were changed. They had the whole chakra bullshit. Holy Paladins changed
Yeah.
a lot. Holy Paladins had
Yeah, Paladins
AoE
actually
spells
changed a
and,
lot. That's true. But you still had Judgment, and you still had some
right,
of
but then
those.
you had like that light of the whatever it is. Paladins being like one of the best AoE healers in Kata was like completely ridiculous in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm playing a different game, and I'm playing Warlords of Draenor, and since Warlords, it has been the same game again. So before it's like the old World of Warcraft.
Yeah,
So.
and I think we've seen that the private servers that actually do have things that are post Wrath, it gets progressively less people play on them as you go further on, and I think that's going to remain forever because the games just weren't as good.
I think there's a strong possibility that we only have classic servers ever. It's either that or they go to Lich King. But I would honestly probably think in my gut, like it's just a purely gut-based instinct. There's really nothing, other than just what I think. Honestly, it would be like 70-30 that Blizzard just stays with classic. I don't know if
I feel
they
like
want to
they
open
go
that
that
rabbit
high.
hole.
I feel like they will go to the Burning Crusade. There's a high demand for it, and
Yeah.
private servers, they cannot do it very well because you need this level 60 character, and if you make a new private server on TBC, you either start
I guess
on
we'll just have
60
to
or
see how
farm.
classic plays out, right? If it crushes, BFA
Yeah,
and it's
good
the number
point.
one game, becomes the de facto state of WoW, and WoW subs start climbing back up again, then okay, I'm on the same boat.
Yeah.
But let's assume.
I think it's all.
Let me go back to my original point. So let's assume that we're only classic only, right? Let's not even think about TBC. And for me, I would probably just play classic indefinitely. Even if TBC was there, I'd play. But it wouldn't be like my main game, right? But let me think about this. So, let me go back to the foundation. So we agreed that there needs to be some kind of life cycle of the servers, right?
Yeah.
Right? Like almost a reset, the whole fresh theme, because why is that? First of all, probably because after everyone clears out Nax, there's not a whole reason to naturally, organically go out and do pre-mades again. All the the gear potentially from the rank 14 PvP system is potentially outdated, and there's these characters running around in Nax gear, and you're trying to level up again. I don't know. It seems like there needs to be some kind of cyclical nature. My main point is this would be one solution. I'm trying to get to the point here, but what if you reset the servers every 2 years or 1 year, maybe, or whatever, right? And it was almost like a seasons almost, and then you would be able to nominate a couple characters from that server to a Hall of Fame server, like a trophy collection server, where you would be able to save that character that you worked hard for, so you'd be able to appease both sides of the both types of people that want fresh servers and the people that want to hang on to their character for nostalgia for whatever reason. And then these servers that are like Hall of Fame servers or trophy servers, whatever you want to call them, they could be used for PvP or whatever, you know what I mean? If you kept consolidating them almost like a graveyard server with all these different, resets, it would continue to grow in population, and that could be used for PvP or something else. That would, to my mind, checks all the boxes of stuff that would need to be addressed when it comes to a long-term strategy with Classic WoW. But what do you guys think?
I think it all is relative to what, when the developers talk about things like when they brought up the whole RP PvP servers and things like that. I think it all comes down to at the point is like where the community gets to at that point. So say we fast forward, 2 years, and the community at that point is asking for fresh servers, is asking for TV servers. I think right now it's kind of, we can speculate, we can look and kind of see all these different options, but for me, what it comes down to is like, there's still a lot of things that need to happen. Like, how does Classic play out? How do all these things play out is going to have a big deal on how people are going to look at what's going to happen afterwards. So Classic might be a huge success. It might be great. And people might feel like, okay, now the next point is, people start asking for, we want fresh servers or we want TBC servers. I think that's going to play the biggest part on what Blizzard does, is what the community starts asking for at those times. I think that is going to be what determines how this goes forward.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on this, Dundan? In the meantime, I'm going to prepare a straw poll. I'd like to see where everyone is standing right now. Do you want horizontal content? There's going to be 3 options here. I've never done the straw poll before. I've always been too simple-minded to do it this way. There's going to be 3 options for you guys to choose. One would be horizontal content. That's basically making Karazhan in a Classic WoW environment and so on and so forth. The second would be TBC and moving into these additional, iterations of Legacy Realms. And 3 would be nothing at all. Stay Classic and do nothing, I guess. Leave the servers as is. And the 4th would be a cycle of fresh servers. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Am I talking crazy?
Yeah, it makes
here?
sense.
Okay,
that makes sense.
Let me do that.
Yep.
Those are
only the 4 viable options. Yeah.
Okay.
I would really like to see TBC at some point. I
me too.
wanted to play it in the past, and I still want to play it again.
I'll tell you what I think is going to happen. They're going to do fresh servers, limited, and they're going to have TBC come out.
Yeah, that's what I think too. There's
so.
going to be some fresh servers because people some people just love Classic.
Yep.
That's what they're happy with. I think, but for the most
And
part,
financially, it's easy.
And look, I mean, when it comes down to it, and how for the most part, I look at, like I said, how the Classic community is looking at this. Yeah, there's people who want post-Nax progression, but I don't think they're going to put that much money and effort into it. I think the easiest thing for them to do is to, have, like Melderon said, have Classic once, the progression of that ends, re-release some Classic Realms, make the Burning Crusade option. Same thing that goes when the Burning Crusade option is over. And that is going to be, honestly, I think that's the
easiest
logical
way to do it financial, and it appeases the most people.
Yeah.
I hear you there. Yeah, that makes sense to me. I just put it in. I mean, what do you guys think out of these 4 options personally? I
think TBC would be the logical progression, but I think if they make TBC, they can still make horizontal content progression after that.
Okay, so you don't think these things are mutually exclusive? You can just have pretty much all of the above potentially, or maybe not all of the above, but
the first 2 at least.
That seems a little sketch, though. You think they're going to do horizontal content and TBC?
Well, probably not at the same time, but to keep things going, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's the least likely thing.
The more and more this has been marinating in my mind, though, the less and less I think they're going to do horizontal content. I just feel like for all the reasons I said before, it's not their code to touch. The idea that,
right now, but you don't know.
What would the impact of a disastrous Classic WoW horizontal expansion be on the game that we love? It would tarnish it, right? Inevitably, there'd be no. I feel like it would tarnish the reputation of the game,
which is kind of sad in a way, because I would like to see a fresh set of eyes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I would kind of like to see what it would be, And I know there's a lot of people there are people on the team that are veterans of Blizzard and have been around since day one. So those people could probably have a guiding hand in that. But I would like to see some of the newer faces say, I think I can make a stab at a raid tier. I think I know what the gear would look like. I think I know what the zones would look like. I mean, don't get me wrong. Do I think it's going to happen? No, but I think it would be really interesting.
But and that's the point. Is where I look at it is it would be cool. I think the Classic WoW dev team, hands down, I think is definitely my favorite team on Blizzard right now. And would I trust them to try to do something like this? Yeah, I probably would. But the kind of undertaking it would be for Blizzard to say, okay, we're going to put this much time and effort into this. Is it a possibility? I mean, hell, it is. And I think it really comes down to, like I said, how things end up going in Classic. But to me, the most logical, less time-consuming, most efficient thing to do is what we said. But again, I want to say so much has to do with how the progression of Classic goes. I think, things could change a year from now, 2 years from now. It really could.
Yeah.
What I would love to see is first the Burning Crusade, and then after the Burning Crusade, I would really like horizontal content, but it's probably not going to happen. I'd rather play horizontal content than I play Wrath of the Lich King. I'm not really interested.
I'll tell you what, though, I won't play Wrath of the Lich King if there's looking for dungeon.
Yeah,
we'll not do it.
I think I'd rather start again on Classic servers, go to DBC again.
Bro, Classic is already a game that's replayable, has limitless content. You can do PvP. You have PvP to stand on. Dude, I see it could be potentially super harmful if they made horizontal content and it was like almost like retail style and it was almost like BFA style. At that point, there's no changes to fall back to. I mean, bro, honestly, that could really tarnish.
Good, but if it's like an additional phase at the end of the season, it's only for a little time period, and then they reset.
Yeah.
So real quick, Justin Wiseman, that's a good point. He said, "Fresh set of eyes was TBC, Wrath of the Lich King, etc." That's what happened over the years. I mean, that's
so
true.
Those guys don't work there anymore.
Yeah, I understand, but that's what those people did at the time. Is what he's trying to say. The developers.
It's a totally different, unique experience.
No. What I'm saying is, no. See, when we're talking about the horizontal progression, right, and all that, he's like, what he's saying is that the developers, when Vanilla ended, they created the Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King. That's where they went.
But post-next content would not be TBC.
No. I know. I understand what you're saying.
It's content developed in the vein of Vanilla WoW.
But that's where they went. That's what he's saying, and that's what
they're two different things.
Feel like.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm just saying that's where they went, and that's why I feel like that's where I would go as well.
You're saying so don't do it because it's already been created. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. It's already been created. It's already been done, and the idea of it is cool. And like Pogren said, he said they did horizontal content. It would need to go the way EQ works right now. I don't know exactly how EQ works right now, but I know they have like a voting system. I know they have, stuff in place, but, EQ in it is a totally different beast than WoW. You know what I mean? I just don't know if it would work the same way.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they did exactly that in EverQuest. I think they do have realms that recycle, and they do have new content that comes out. I think it's exactly what I think will happen in WoW. I could be wrong, because I only know one person personally that plays EQ, and it's JR. He plays EQ. And he showed me there's like different realms that are set in different time periods of the game.
I see.
Right.
It seems like over double the amount of people want vertical content moving into TBC and Wrath. I like what you said, Maldoron, how saying that there is some sort of logic towards why you would stop at Wrath, and you could tell people who want Cataclysm servers, this was the end of the old worlds. We're trying to recreate the old world. I like that.
Yeah. To me, there's nothing classic about Cataclysm. Those two words don't exist in the same place. Cataclysm is itself, by definition, a word that doesn't. It's like anti-classic.
It was like a rebirth, basically.
I'm really sus of this horizontal content thing, though. The more and more I think about it, I feel like that could be the type of thing that's like we let our curiosity get the best of us, and we try it, and we're just like, I don't know, man. It sucks. It could tarnish the history.
Exactly.
Like Classicwow is history, dude.
Yeah,
like
I know. Yeah. That's my issue, Kargoz. A big thing is like, what if they do horizontal content and it's like fucking?
What if it looks like Hearthstone, dude? Like, and it's like,
or exactly.
Welcome to the Karazhan festival.
Karazhan Crypts, and it's like,
you almost can't do Karazhan because you'd be. If they did horizontal progression, you'd actually have to shy away from Karazhan because
why is that?
It was created in TBC. It's already been done, and to rehash it people would be flipping out.
And so was and Karazhan was one of the most loved dungeons. I know that the one in there was another dungeon that what is the one in the Twilight Highlands that
Twilight Highlands?
Grim Batol dungeon, like that was done. even though it could be a vanilla
You
version.
could do that in vanilla though.
But yeah, you
It's not
could.
a Cataclysm. Yeah.
But the thing is, like, I so much agree on the Karazhan thing. Like,
What about
okay,
the Dragon
maybe-
Isles, Emerald Dream, all these things that you could do in vanilla?
I mean, maybe you could do
know?
like the Karazhan Crypts and make them in dungeon or something like that.
Just the crypts, yeah.
Yeah, but my thing is exactly that, Kargoz, is what if they do it and it's not good, and then it has this tarnish on Classic
Right.
now?
We already have
Almost
this
like how
amazing
the
game.
lore-
It's we all love this game for what it is. Why risk it, dude? Why risk it?
Actually, if they want to do it, they should probably make it a WoW 2.
Yeah. At that point, right? This is history, dude. It's bigger than just the game. It's bigger than just our little curiosities, dude. This is history, dude. I don't know.
The guys in chat are playing a game. Take a drink every time Def vapes. Oh god.
All right. Well, it seems. I
Yeah,
mean,
but if I had to put money on a Kargoz, I'd put $100, maybe even more, on they're going to do those two things together.
Yeah.
They're going to have a very limited fresh cycle of new realms, and they're going to go advanced DBC. I would bet money on it.
okay, so
We
you
shall
you
see.
think they're actually going to go TBC then? Oh, okay.
With fresh recycles
With
Yeah,
fresh
at the
recycles.
same time.
But what
Yeah,
are they
I
going to do with that? With the? Are they just going to delete those characters?
Yeah, you
That's
can
how-
transfer them
You can, yeah,
To
you can
what?
keep them if you go to
to the
DBC.
TBC server.
Okay, so you can only get those characters. You can only continue to use those characters if you copy them over to the TBC server.
Correct.
Yeah, that's actually something that private servers didn't do yet. So
It's going to happen though. It's happening. I'm
Is
not
it?
going to release
Okay.
who was doing that.
How do you
but
feel about this whole like trophy
Yeah.
kind of like graveyard server though? Like, let's say they did reset the servers right every 2 years, and the character you worked really hard to build up would be, you could opt them in to be included in this kind of, you know, Hall of Fame server, and you're there with other 60s or whatever, and you could still level on
true,
it. It'd be a realm. It would be a way for people who care about their characters and are nostalgic about their characters and want to preserve their hard work to continue to play that character. But it would
it's
also
cool, but it's
provide
maybe a ghost town. I don't know.
But you can do that with my version as well. So you don't actually lose the character when you copy him over.
yeah,
to
but he's in
realm.
TBC, so he's not actually going to be strong though. Like, there's going to be 70s running around.
Yeah.
In this Hall of Fame server, like, he's still, that gear is still going to be impactful. You can still run PvP and pre-mades and do, you know, use the world as a sandbox. And Dunedin saying it's a ghost town, but these servers are going to continue to recycle, right? So you could keep bringing characters 60s over to these realms and keep, like, the population cap would be huge, right? And just keep this influx of, you know, characters moving over to it.
I'm confused how these type of servers would work. How would raid tiers work?
I don't know if there'd be raid tiers, bro. Like, okay, so imagine Classic WoW comes out this summer, right? It runs
Yeah.
2 years. So what is 2 years from now? It would be, you know, summer 21, right?
2021.
And they're like, all right, guys, you had a good run. Everyone got their Nax gear, good to go. Like, we're gonna recycle the servers, man. Fresh servers. Everybody get excited, fresh. They might stagger it though. It'd probably make more sense to stagger it. But anyway, the concept is that the server you play on is gonna reset in 2 years. And now you're on the Blizzard forums and you're like, guys, I worked so hard on this character. I have like 5 level 60s on here. Like, they're full bis. Like, you're gonna tell me you're gonna delete these characters from me? Like, I can't get these I can't play these characters again. People are gonna be upset. So they could say, okay, we're gonna create these Hall of Fame servers. You can nominate 3 characters or whatever. I don't think it takes much memory or anything like that to preserve a character. It's just like a few
But
values.
servers would never go down. That's why I'm confused.
What do you mean the servers would never go down?
Right, when you make a fresh server, you don't
Make
delete a
fresh
server.
servers, right?
No, but you can't just keep creating more and more servers. There's cost aspect to
Sure you
that.
can.
Like, so you're just gonna keep creating hundreds and hundreds of servers.
Hundreds?
That's not
It's not going to be
sustainable.
hundreds. It's not going to be hundreds. Remember, when you create a fresh server, you're melding old servers together, right? There's no reason to keep 80
Okay.
servers with like 5 people
Okay.
on them. So you just merge all those together, and then the fresh becomes repopulated.
Okay, so you think there's on some kumbaya shit, you think the circle of life can be completed through this? Like, is that an infinite value
It's a
loop?
simplistic way to do it. I mean, it's cheap too, because
So-
server technology doesn't work the way it did back then, right? Servers are not like pieces of hardware like they used to be. They're like almost a shard, right? So you don't, as far as you're not really expanding anything, you're not spending any money if you're condensing old servers and making new ones. It's almost like a bang bust cycle of the universe kind of thing, the whole theory of the universe. Whereas like universes die, universes are created, but the overall system doesn't lose any
So
data.
you think they would be able to maintain an infinite value loop of consolidating and restarting servers?
Yes.
Yeah, but Kargoz, I think you're underestimating just how many people are going to want to continue their characters into a TBC realm. I think like
they'll want to do that too, though, Def Camp. But I think they'll also want to preserve their characters in a classic environment.
I understand that, but I think you're really underestimating just how many are going to want it, because you're keeping your character in a way, right? You're not losing everything you did on your character when you go to the Burning Crusade. You're still keeping all those memories. You're still keeping the character. You're just transferring to the next step, to the next process in which happened in the WoW timeline. For me, I'm still keeping the, all the cool gear that I had in my. So people will still see, oh shit, every once in a while I'll put on my fucking tier 3, walk around fucking Shatrath, you know what I mean? And I just I'll still have my Swift.
It's different though. It's not actually.
It's different,
You
but
guys
it's what happened though. It's what happened, right?
The community
It's
appreciates
exactly
your
what
efforts.
happened. And I think that's okay.
Much love. Stay positive.
In a sense, keeping this perfect, you're gonna have this over here, this corner where this thing never changes, where people can log in once a week and duel each other. That's gonna be a very small group of people that are gonna want to stay.
Well, I'll explain to you what you could do there real quick though. We got a $20 donation from Holtzy, man. You guys rock. Keep spamming the love. The community appreciates your efforts, dude. Holtzy, I've been seeing you in the streams, my man. Weeks and weeks on end. He's in your streams too, right?
Oh, all the time.
Legend, dude. Thank you for the $20, bro. But here's the thing though, Def. I mean, I believe the longevity of Classic is not on the PvE front. I do think it's in the PvP front. There are ways to basically indefinitely do PvE content and make it competitive and exciting and cool. I still think there's legs there as well. But I think the primary legs Classic can stand on in the long run is PvP. People like to see the excitement of player versus player, combat.
A lot of people love Arena though, man. A lot of people love Arena.
They do love Arena, but on these servers where it would be a Hall of Fame servers, you could still run high-end pre-mades with these characters, and you could basically log in and...
I think that would be like 2 servers though, honestly, Kargoz. You could have probably like one server for East Coast,
fine,
one server for Central.
But that way, that would preserve the idea that so there would be no one in that situation who wanted to play their character in a classic WoW environment, and it got deleted from them.
Right, and then I think that in that way we could all be happy. Be like, like Melderon said, that there would be plenty of new servers coming out. You don't need all the old servers to stay there. Consolidate them into one big server.
Just consolidate them.
Where you have people, like you said, once maybe they'll have like a tournament every so often, or people can win, vanity items, whatever, and they're like these WoW, whatever. But for the most part, I think 90% of people, if not more, are going to want to continue the way WoW continued.
Basically, you're both proposing the same, but just worded differently. So
I think so. Yeah. I think that's
essentially
probably...
Kargoz. These consolidated servers would become your servers,
right?
In a way.
Exactly.
How does that work, though?
What do you mean? Everyone will be at 60, and they'll be able to PvP for all eternity until the universe ends.
Send this to my awesome guild leader doing
it's essentially what it would be.
Holy shit, dude. Send this to my awesome guild leader, Dunedane. Oh, dude, Papa Moon. Dude, Papa Moon's a legend, dude.
That's going to be our main tank, by the way.
Oh, nice, dude.
Dude, that's your main tank, Dunedane? Yo, thanks for the 20, Papa Moon. Papa Moon's been a big supporter of the channel, bro. Big shout out to Dunedane, dude. He's going to make a hell of a GM. You guys are going to crush it. I don't know.
He's really bringing a lot to the guild already.
That's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, and the technology exists now where you can copy the character over. You never lose him. Say you have a 60. He's full, tier 3. He's got everything. He's got the corrupted Ashbringer, whatever you can think, right? And you're like, okay, I want to keep this guy forever. Yeah. That character will never die because it'll either be consolidated into an old vanilla server and you have the option to copy him over to a fresh TBC realm.
There you go.
All right, well, let's use a very simple guy. I'm a very simple man. Yeah. I don't have a big brain like a lot of these people. Let's just make a very simple example. There's 10 servers, right?
Okay.
10 classic servers. Okay? They all launch. They run 2 years. What happens? Like, how does this work? How do we... So some are more dead than others, and you take the dead ones, and you consolidate them into one of the 10, and that...
Okay, so you have 10 servers. All of them have progressed to next. All of them are tier 3.
Okay, I'm going to make a little thing for this, actually. Okay. Sorry, give me 1 second. I think this will be somewhat valuable of an exercise, at least to myself, because I'm a freaking goldfish. Okay. All right. So we got one server, Illyria. Tichondrius, Ner'zhul, Skull Crusher. These are just servers that I've played on, man. Dark Iron.
Twisting Nether.
Twisting Nether. What server you guys play on?
Yeah, Twisting Nether.
Def Camp.
Bleeding Hollow.
Bleeding Hollow. There you go, dude. Bleeding Hollow. What else? 3 more.
Deathwing.
Illidan. Illidan. Deathwing.
I don't even
There
know
we
if that
go.
was a vanilla server or not.
Okay, so we got 10 here. All right, sweet.
Okay.
Okay.
Now make 10 other servers for TBC.
There you go.
No, don't even. No, just tell me what happens on the vanilla side, bro. Tell me.
Okay.
Don't even worry about
All right,
TBC.
so everyone's at next, right? We're all past next. We're at tier 3. Okay.
Yeah. Summer 2021 right now. Yeah.
What happens is you make, let's say, 8 more servers that are fresh. Let's just say
So
8.
you're making new servers.
Yes.
Yes.
They don't
Yeah.
have to have the names. I mean, honestly, they should make new names for
New
Classic.
names, different names. So you'll have.
But so now Blizzard has to maintain 18 servers.
They're not actual servers.
They're not actual
They're all
servers.
virtual machines. They're all virtual copies of each other.
Well,
Server technology doesn't work the way it did back in 2004. It's not even close.
okay, so now we're making some new servers. These are new servers over here.
You can actually just add a number.
Yeah, just
Illyria
put Classic
too.
1, Classic 2, Classic 3,
Okay,
Classic
okay, I
4.
like that. I like that. Makes it easier.
Wild Hammer, bleeding butthole.
Bleeding butthole, dude.
That's the
That's a
Death
good
Camp
one,
server.
dude. That's very Warcrafty. I like that.
People know my story. The bleeding butthole. Death
What do you
Camp
play? What do you guys
server.
play on? I play on Hemorrhoids.
Yeah, so just make 8 for all intents and purposes. Make 8 so that the total number of servers won't change. You'll see why I say that in a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now go back to your original list and remove 8 of them.
What?
Just do it. Just
Go
remove
back
8 of them.
here. Yeah.
You'll see where I'm coming at.
You'll see what he's
I'm
doing.
removing
This
8 of
makes
these?
sense.
Okay,
Remove
buddy. All right, man. Removing
Yes.
8 of these, dude. Here we go. 8 are
You're
gone.
compressing those 8 into 2. You're progressing the original 10 into 2. So you're removing 8. The populations are compressing.
Okay. That makes sense to me. Okay.
So delete 3 through 10.
But it could
And there
be
you
something
go.
like
There's
3
your-
or 4
there's your
though, right?
original 10.
No,
So the
there
ones-
could be more. There could be more active players, and it
There
ends
could-
up being
sure.
3 or
I'm
4,
just-
right?
I'm-
Yeah.
You're just
I'm
using
ending
an
with the same
extreme
amount.
example.
I'm ending with the same amount of total servers because you started with 10. That's
Okay.
why I'm doing it this way.
So then,
Okay.
Illyria Tichondrius, these become the
They
the
compress.
consolidated servers.
Correct.
And these
they're
8
and
become,
They remain at tier 3. They don't move any farther than.
and then these
and
8
then
become
the
Ner'zhul,
servers
Skull
all
Crusher. So some servers can be resetting though, right? Like Ner'zhul, Dark Iron, these ones.
All those 8 are resetting. All the ones over there, the 8, are all fresh servers. They're all fresh.
Okay.
The names don't matter, but they're
Okay.
fresh.
Some could be TBC, some could be fresh, whatever.
This is making sense to me, dude. This is big plays right now. Okay. Question is, can this become an infinite value loop? I guess it can.
Sure.
Yeah. And the thing is, I think there's a good chance that, half of those could be TBC and half of those could be fresh classic, depending
Or
on
you have another 10 that are TBC.
Yeah, or have another 10. And then in the end, you just consolidate the ones estimated, the classic refresh numbers, or you underestimated them. You just consolidate. But then, like Motoron said, the server, how they work nowadays is not exactly the same. So
Okay.
It's not even close.
I mean,
easily,
even knowing
yeah.
nothing about server architecture and how the
Stop
costs
saying infinite
associated
value.
and all that. Yo, infinite value loop is my phrase, dog. Like, I
It's
say that
just
in my real life.
confusing you,
Dude.
Kargoz.
I go to the bank and I'm like, is my I'm trying to troll you.
Dude, your brain
My brain is an infinite
fucking,
value loop, dude.
value loop. Yeah,
It's like
okay,
your stroples.
exactly.
it's like
Do you see why I stuck with 10 though, Kargoz? The original server, even though the server technology, we're still at 10. I was trying to come back to 10. To
I
make
get you now.
realize
It makes
that we
sense
don't
in
have to-
essence now.
yeah.
So you don't. Okay, and even if you potentially add a few new servers like here or there, you can still consolidate them down towards
welcome to
Yeah.
server
And then
101s with Melderon.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
I
at
like
the
it.
same time, these fresh servers were introduced, Kargoz. TBC servers are launched.
All I'm saying,
at the
though,
same
Don't confuse
time.
them. Don't confuse them.
okay,
All right.
okay, all right. This is good enough for now, dude. This is good enough for now. We take it slow over here, dude.
PBC is for in 2 years.
Pushing
Don't
When we are
confuse
at
them. Don't
episodes.
even mention it. Don't even
Missions.
mention it. That's next class, guys. Okay.
We need that mind blown
Oh.
meme from
Yeah.
What is it from?
Dude, 1 grand
Eric.
worth
Tip
of
Eric.
biddies in the chat. Dude,
Nice.
from I Do Game, dude.
grand?
He's tossing bands, dude.
Say
Stacks in the chat.
$1,000?
1,000 biddies, dude. 1,000 biddies.
Oh,
Yeah, we got to keep moving on, guys. Let's get another forum post.
I Do Game, dude. Thank you very much, I Do Game,
all right.
dude.
Let's check out some forum posts, brother, on our fucking website.
Believe it or not, that was a forum post that we talked about, kind of. Okay, we're gonna go to another one.
I just saw me go.
Thank you very much, I Do, man. Appreciate it, bro.
I do.
All right. So okay, we'll just I'll throw them
update.
all out there, man. Which ones you want to talk about? So there's one this is like a spicy one, you know. This guy, he probably means well, you know. But there's a post, hardcore players are going to ruin Classic. This is super spicy and controversial. We can talk about that. Can a casual enjoy Classic WoW a little more tame? What did private servers get wrong that you're looking to experience when Classic is released? Okay, we already talked about that one. Jobs in Classic, that's a little boring. Longevity of Classic, we kind of talked about that too. You want to talk about the hardcore players are going to ruin Classic?
Sure.
I guess. All right, fine. Yeah. It's just to me, it's just kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a really strange thing to say. But
Yeah. Okay.
But I just don't know how. That's the thing. I maybe if someone can explain to me how, then I can talk about it.
I can read it.
In duos, Kargoz, would you skip professions, instinct?
From the title, I would think that raids would just be too easy because hardcore players tell everyone to be fully world buffed, fully buffed with everything you can be buffed with, and thus the game gets too easy.
Izzy Omega, $2 in duos, Kargoz, would you skip professions and instances? Actually, it's the opposite, dude. When you're duo leveling, you can align professions. You can choose synergistic professions that can accelerate you faster towards certain things that you can get in these professions because you're killing more stuff. So you're getting more materials. You're getting more leather. You're getting more cloth. You're getting more gold. And you can, your combined efforts can accelerate you deeper down through one profession to get what you need and potentially get value for both players from one person's deeper profession path. So I think there's more of an advantage. There's more of an incentive to take professions if you are dual leveling. The same thing applies with instances. So if you're a warrior and you're trying to get a crescent staff and you're by yourself, having to rely on 4 other randos to go in there and knock out Leaders of the Fang in Wailing Caverns is going to be much more sketchy of a proposition as opposed to if you're a warrior shaman and you both are going to get a guaranteed weapon upgrade, you're both healer tank, you have much more impact on the group. So I would say, as long as you can plan those guaranteed quest rewards, go for it. Sorry to detract.
So no. So I like this post, but someone posted one in I think you said it too, but in our forums, can a casual enjoy Classic WoW? And his question, I think we should read that at 1.2 and talk about that, about casuals. Can a casual enjoy Classic WoW?
Just one thing. Let's say we have hardcore PvP players who are queuing up as a 10-man pre-made and they're on Discord and stuff like that. Would that ruin the PvP experience for non-hardcore players who solo or duo queue?
Wait, say that again?
So if 10-man pre-mates queue for BGs, would there be more like hardcore pre-made 10-man BG queues? And would it ruin the experience for the newer players who are just solo queuing?
I don't think so because it happens, right? I mean, it's like, it depends. I would say Day would depend a lot on how the battle groups roll out. You know what I mean? If you're experiencing just on your server, chances are you're going to experience more pre-mades, right? So more 10-man pre-mades and but that's potentially more reason to it's in my opinion, I don't think it would be that bad. I think it would be there's going to be pre-mades, there's going to be a good amount, but it really does depend, I think, on how they roll out the PvP system for the battle groups.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, $5 donation from Papa Moon again, dude. Dunedin, your main tank, going ham, dude, supporting the channel.
He's awesome.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
That's very nice of you.
Yeah, thanks for the $5, Papa.
I just wondered, and it's also a question from Papa Moon. So, because people know now what to do, and people probably want to be rank 14 more than they did back in the day. Or maybe they don't because they know how much time it takes. But there is a chance that there will be a lot more pre-made groups, and it's not fun to play against a pre-made group. So
Right.
I don't know. Yeah, we will. I guess we will have to see how
That's
it
a
works out.
possibility.
Yeah, that is a possibility.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I wonder if. I think this would be too much changes. Nah, never mind. I think if they implemented an algorithm to realize that they would pit pre-mades against pre-mades, but that is it's honestly too much. It's too changey for me. So
yeah, honestly, I think for me that would give me more incentive to myself. But then what? Now you have just pre-mades. You know what I mean?
That's the thing. It breeds you to find pre-mades,
exactly.
and then But that's a good question. That's actually a really interesting point.
Yeah, it is, and that could be a hardcore player. So that's in the same vein of this post. So I don't think that the hardcore players are a big enough equation. You know what I mean? Like back in Classic, in actual vanilla, we had a lot of hardcore MMO players, right? Who took WoW and were, in a sense, more knowledgeable about MMOs than other people. Those people back then were the hardcore people. They were knowledgeable. They were the people who raided nonstop. But I think this time around, we're going to have more people that there's more knowledge of the game. But I think there's going to be such a massive amount of people who aren't really that knowledgeable about Classic that it'll kind of equal out. It won't of course, it will never be exactly like it was back then. Of course, it's going to be different. But I really do believe that the number of casual players is going to be far exceeding the amount of hardcore players.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess it depends, of course, but I guess.
And being hardcore is what vanilla is all about, right? Not gate. Content should be gated to people who put the time and effort into it. It's not to say the casual guilds can't raid. They definitely can, but are they going to be world first? No. Are they going to be this or that? Are they going to have the best drops? No, probably not. They'll get there eventually, though, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's the core difference between vanilla and retail. Even though retail has a difficulty level, which does breed into that, but
All right, let's go to the next forum post. There's another one here.
Yeah,
a little exciting, guys. Let's get the hype back on, man. Let's get hype, dude. Let's get hype. Everybody hype. All right,
yes.
I'm hype, dude. What did private? I'm thinking about that thumbnail, dude. Private servers are wrong. What did private servers get wrong that you're looking to experience when Classic is released? It's an interesting post from Razorisk in our forums right now. He said, private servers have been around for a long time, and they've made significant progress in attempting to emulate the original experience, and even today you will still see active development on various projects across the community. Real quick, as a little aside there, though, there's still a ton of stuff that the private servers don't have, correct. It's not just a few niche things. It's a lot of stuff. But anyway, however, despite many of these improvements, which eventually led to the wild success of Nostalrius, which proved to be a watershed moment for Classic fans, at the end of the day, it's still an emulation of the original game. So I guess where he's going with this is, what are you most excited to experience on real servers?
One of mine is Onyxia. I never did Onyxia back in actual vanilla. I never got the attunement. So from only having experience doing Onyxia on private servers, and for the most part, the mechanics themselves are correct from what I know, but how they were implemented and how they work is not. And I think that's such an iconic fight. It's such a fun fight that, they essentially weren't sure how the certain mechanics would be put through in these fights. So, for example, Ani's Deep Breath, right? It was Ani's Deep Breath was a. Was that your cat?
No, it wasn't me.
It was Junadin's cat, dude. Goddamn cat.
So, for example, Ani's Deep Breath, right, they weren't sure how it was implemented. If it was a roll of dice, that kind of thing. And I love Ani Fight. I love the fucking memes behind it. The more dots, all that shit. And I'm just really excited to do the Ani Fight the real way and how it was done, and see the difference, and see if is it more difficult. I'm just really excited. That's an iconic fight for me. Something I'm really excited for. So
I have a little bit of an issue with this post because it doesn't talk about quantifiable numbers. So the issue with saying that these things aren't right, it puts this is really important.
I know, I'm kidding.
It puts the mentality in someone's mind that it's a 100% black and white incorrect. That is very hard to achieve.
Yeah.
What I mean by that is these guys did a really, really good job with estimating and going back and looking at possible. There will be a margin of error for most values in the game. I'm not arguing that at all. But that margin of error, I will argue till the game comes out that it will not be as large as people think it is. And what I'm most interested in seeing, honestly, is what the new community is going to look like, because we've never seen a non-private server community.
It's true, man.
You know, that's what I'm looking for.
We've never seen a non-private server economy too, man. I'm really excited to see what the economy looks like, dude. What is everything going to be worth with gold? Like, I don't even know, dude. Like,
and my other thing is, I'm really interested in having a low ping. That's what I'm looking forward to.
You know what? That's
other than that, guys, I'm not expecting things to be groundbreakingly different. I mean, yeah, maybe the world buffs won't have it won't be as available. Fine, okay,
right.
But when it comes to everything else, I guarantee you things are going to be pretty damn close.
Well, like I said with Ani, it wasn't the fact that different; it's just implement was different, right? You know, for the most part, it's not like it's going to be a completely different fight. But I am really interested to see what it's going to be like and how it's going to feel.
Yeah. I just want to kind of reiterate that it's when something is incorrect or off, it doesn't mean it's off black and white wise off. You know what I mean? There's always a margin of error. It's not like, oh, this thing is 100% different than this. You know?
What I'm looking forward to the most is probably the lower population size, if they decide to go with the lower population size.
Yep.
That too. That's a huge thing to attain.
Yeah.
It has an impact on so many things, especially also on the economy and the ability to find dungeons and basically everything. So
and even if they did guess on some values, I guarantee they're not 100%. It's going to be
they're pretty damn close.
They're going to be approximately close. You know, educated guessing is actually very important for a lot of things in life. A lot of people guess things.
Oh yeah.
Just based upon previous data, you know. So
yeah. So yesterday we were looking at some people had posted some clips, some screenshots from like original vanilla, and you were talking about the community, right? And how the community. Well, it was a clip that I think Vomp had posted from his actual time flying over the Barrens back in like 2004, 2005, and I saw the chat, right? And the chat was literally just people helping each other. It was like, hey, does anyone know where this guy is? Hey, yeah, go over here. That's where this person is. Hey, does anyone know where to get stuff for this? I mean, the entire chat that I could see was just people helping each other and giving people information. So I'm so interested to see if like it's that same feel come Classic, that same community helping each other out, and that is like just so fucking. I hope so. I hope we get that.
I would think.
I would think so too. Yeah.
I can't wait.
That's so cool the thing. What private servers got wrong to me is it's not their fault. But what they got wrong is they're not getting. Do you realize how many people didn't play on private servers? 1, because they didn't know how to do it. 2, didn't hear of it, or 3, didn't want to do something against TOS.
Yeah,
a lot of people, and those people are going to be coming back. And that's so private servers didn't do this wrong by. It's just the way they are. It's just because of design that this is how it happened. The community is going to be so much different.
Yeah, and I think honestly, for the most part, it's going to be really good because we even saw there is Vomp represent $10. Yeah, there you go, Vomp with the fucking
Vomp with the dono
with the dono $10. Yep, plus rep. I was just talking about a screenshot that he put in yesterday in our in the forums. It had one of his original pictures from.
Thank you, Vomp, my man, for the $10.
Plus rep.
From Classic Retail. But yeah, so yeah, Vomp, big shouts out, brother. So like Elderon said though, I mean, a lot of the fights, a lot of the things that for the most part, the mechanics are there. They're not 100% sure like when like the implementation was correct, but for the most part, a lot of the stuff is going to be, but I think some of the biggest things that you guys said for me is going to be the server size. It's going to be the feel of the server. It's going to be one thing I'm really looking forward to is just being able to, log on and not have that worry of like, fucking thousands of like Orgrimmar is packed with I just really am looking for a stable economy where there's less people, where there's not a crazy 10-15,000 people on the server. I want that feeling of seeing someone, knowing who they are, seeing people multiple times and remembering them, because the server max cap might be 4K, whatever, 5K the most, who knows. So that's one of the things I'm really looking forward to.
I have a feeling that there's plenty of gold on private servers, way more than I remember. But maybe that's because it's most of the time more hardcore players. But,
I will say gold is pretty easy to come by for me, at least.
Yeah, maybe there's a difference in how much grays and whites are worth. I don't know.
I think it's more the difference. Than anything, Dune and Dane.
Yeah.
As far as my recollection goes. Making probably more money on things than I used to, at least.
Mm-hmm. Many people will probably not know about it, so maybe the overall economy will be a little bit healthier.
I'm very excited to see what the economy looks like, man. With if everyone's not going to be able to flask up all the time. Ultimately, do you think things are going to be more expensive?
Probably less expensive, but gold will be worth more. So yeah.
Infra just brought up a good point. So servers going down at nighttime because you're off the same area. So you play on night on a certain private server, it might have more people at night for you than during the day, because that's where the main people play. So being on a server that's primarily people from your area is going to have a lot different feel on it than private servers where they have people from Asia, Europe, North America, all over the place. It's going to have a much different feel.
Do you think they will have the day and night cycle?
I hope so.
I sure hope
so.
I
hope so too. But
yeah, I mean, and I hope we have the Storms of Azeroth.
Why did they take it out, actually?
I don't know, but I love the fact that only certain fish you can get at night, and certain seasons of the year. I love that. I don't know why it was taken out. I from what I've heard, the storm system is now less intense in retail WoW. It still does rain and things like that, but it's not as intense like it was. You would get that really intense fog in certain zones because people complained that you couldn't see far. So that was,
right. Yeah, people complain about a lot of things, so
yeah,
doesn't mean you need to change it.
Or nighttime STV, man. Nighttime STV. Oh, fucking A, base.
What are you guys gonna level as? Like, what's your leveling setup gonna be?
What do you mean? Like who we're going to be leveling with?
You going solo? You're gonna just go solo the whole way and level yourself super hard?
Going solo.
What's the plan? What's the launch plans? You going full poop sock?
No, I will go solo, and I will take a little bit of time to do everything I enjoy. So I will do all professions. I will try to keep fishing and cooking up while leveling. I will do dungeons. I will do every single stupid quest, I think.
Hope you boys are doing
far
all
traveling
right
quest.
today.
I will
Where
take
all
my
my
time to
rogues
get
in
there,
chat
and I will
person
probably
raising
get there
hand?
pretty fast because I plan to play quite
So you're going
a lot.
solo leveling though? Is it Pally?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
$5 from Enemigo in the chat, dude. Thank you very much, my man. And another donut. Papa Moon again, dude.
Papa Moon.
Can you all four flex your arms for me? Dude, I haven't been
Can
lifting
you all
that
four
much.
flex
I know,
your arms
right?
for
I was
me? So I have a new
give you a-
picture from my desktop.
Hell
Haha.
yeah,
God,
brother.
dude. Alright, we'll try it.
I mean, Def Camp and I are going to be doing some shaman priest tanking.
It's gonna be fucking
And healing.
legendary.
Thanks for the $10, man.
Yeah, and here's the thing: like I want to enjoy. I really want to enjoy leveling, but I also want to. So this is my little bit of my. I want to get to 60 relatively quickly. I do, but I want to fucking enjoy the leveling process, man. I really do. I want to have fun. I want to do dungeons. I want to, bullshit with Melderon, kill fucking people in STV. Play with Kargoz as well. Like meet up together, do shit, do dungeons, play together.
While leveling though,
Well,
so
for
you
the
want to
most
take your
part-
time,
well-
pretty much. You want to take your time a little bit. Stop the smell of
I
roses.
want to. So here's the thing. I think I'm just gonna have to play like all day long,
Mhm.
right? So I want to have fun, but I also want to try to get ahead of the curve of the leveling people. So
Yeah,
I
I'm
want
not
to.
going to be able to do that.
Well, then you're gonna
Yeah.
have to, Melderon, because I'm gonna
Can't.
be doing it. So
I'm working 9 to 5. How am I going to do anything today?
So
Yeah,
how
we'll
long?
see.
How long
Yeah.
do you think it will take you?
2 weeks.
Wow.
I'd say 3 for me, 3 to 4.
So Def Camp, are you dual leveling, man? Or are you going solo? Everyone's going solo, huh?
I thought I was.
How are you gonna level when you're working?
Oh, my work schedule is still part time right now, so I'm gonna keep it part time.
You still work 4 days a week though. How are you gonna do that all day?
I don't know.
Content creation.
Well, I'm gonna be streaming when I play. So
I thought, well, someone has to make videos. So, I can't just. This isn't the only thing in my life. I mean, I'm sorry.
I know. But listen, I do plan on taking for Classic if I can. I was planning on taking like 2 weeks off. So.
I think a lot of us have lofty goals, but when reality strikes, it's going to be.
Yeah,
dude, I'm beating Navic and Egregious to server first, dude.
You're getting married, dude. Come on, man.
I'm getting married, but I told her, dude. I told her this is gonna be a moment, dude. Like this is gonna be.
I think your wife's a unicorn.
She's a unicorn. Yeah. I mean, we're going on our honeymoon. We're doing the wedding. Like we're doing all this stuff together. You know, I'm putting in that time. I'm gonna give her undivided attention during the honeymoon. And then, when Classic comes out, this is going to be a moment, dude. If there was ever a time to go super hard, now is that time.
That's it. Yeah, that's why I'm taking. I'm going to take 2 weeks off from work if I fucking have.
This is like my body. Everything's going to take an L. But like this is, if there was ever a time to do it, it would be now. Like I'm never going to go harder in a game than this. I mean, Classic WoW. I don't think so. What other game would like compel us to no life this much? I can't think of anything.
No. Well, I was pretty hyped for Age of Empires 4, but yeah, the hype died down like 3 years ago when they announced it, and there's still nothing new. Of news.
I want to play as much as I can whenever I can, but aside from that, like I still have real life responsibilities. I can't just play all day.
Elderon is very wise, dude. He's the shaman of the group for sure.
No, I'm just trying to say it's just like life.
Adult.
He's a balanced, well-adjusted individual. He goes to the buffet and he has the French portions. He picks up what he needs, dude.
I actually don't like buffets.
There you go. Doesn't even go to the buffet.
Because buffets have very low-quality food.
He goes to the fine dining restaurant. So here's the thing, guys. I know Melderon won't be able to do as much as I, so but I will want to play with him as much as I can. But I do want to be able. Because I've really fell in love with like streaming.
Should we flex for him, dude? Should we do it?
Wow.
We're all here.
We just did. I thought we just did.
No, we got to do it together, he said.
Oh, okay. All together. Now also you.
2.
All right.
3.
Yeah.
There we go, buddy. Thank you for the $5, man. We're like strippers up here.
Yeah, I know, right? I 100% plan on going fucking hard with this, and I want to stream it. Like I really fell in love with streaming recently, man. I love the stream. I love the people that come in the stream. I love all of it. So I'm going to stream as much as I can of it. I'm going to fucking play as much as I can of it. I'm just going to I'm going to go all out. And if Belrun can't be there for it, I'm sorry, brother, but I'm going to be doing it. This is a once in a lifetime thing, man.
Yo, Dunedin, is this in America? This is a single serving size of coffee.
What?
Is this similar in Europe? Like, is this if you go and you buy a small coffee in America? This is
coffee. Is that the coffee?
Yeah. This is a small. This is a tall. Like you go to Starbucks and you get a tall. Is this
I never go to Starbucks. We don't have it that much here. It's only.
Oh God, I need to move this to Belgium.
Some of the cities.
Is this how is this though? What would this be considered a large size in Europe?
I guess that's medium. I would suppose.
Really?
What? No,
maybe large.
Oh, I'm trolling, dude. This thing is humongous. I'm just showing.
I don't think you can see how big it is. It
probably not.
Doesn't give it justice when you hold it up to your body.
Okay, I'm just.
Because it's like close, to the camera, and you're not, so it looks like.
But I never. I mean, is that what you get at Starbucks?
No. I got this at the grocery store. I was just trying to troll you because I know European portions are smaller. I think and.
Yeah. They are.
Yeah, I agree, John. I don't know.
I hate Starbucks, dude.
Starbucks is
I hate Starbucks.
You guys
like
Starbucks?
What do you expect from
It's
Kargoz?
a chain, dude.
You guys aren't basic bitches like me, man.
He's a basic bitch. Yeah.
I try not to go to chains whenever I can, because you guys support local businesses.
How many pumpkin spices do you average per week come in the fall season?
0.
Pumpkin spice lattes.
0.
0?
I'm not a coffee drinker.
I
don't
am.
like coffee.
I drink Cafe Bustelo. It's I make it at home. Colombian roast coffee. It's fucking delicious. I love it. I drink it black. No cream, no sugar. That's it, baby. That's what I'm doing.
Nice.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
I don't really go to those things very often. It's like twice a year. So I don't have a favorite.
What, a grocery store?
No.
Oh,
Like Starbucks and stuff.
Yo, can I ask the chat a very honest question though? How are we gonna stay awake for Classic WoW? Like, we're getting older, guys. I don't know if we can stay awake. Like,
that's what I'm saying. We have all these.
How are we gonna know life like we did when we were like teenagers, dude? I don't know if my body can take it, dude. You don't think it's possible?
No, if you're 18, it's possible. If you're not in college, it's possible. If you're like, how are you gonna do it if you're trying to go to college? Like, if these guys are in college saying, "I'm gonna, poop socket." I just learned that word.
poop socket.
For 6 months. I'm like, "Well, you gonna fail out of school?" Because I'm sorry, dude. I'm getting to dad ages now.
Well, Melron knows I can
this is
stay
not-
awake all day long. Like
What?
I never fall asleep, right?
Yeah, dude. It falls asleep if the wind blows the wrong way. He's like,
I fall asleep and I literally fall asleep. I think
Share us your strats, chat. I'm trying to stay awake, yo. Someone
you
actually had
probably-
this strat though. This guy
You
said
probably need
pre-workout.
to take 5-minute power breaks.
yeah,
Power
Go-
breaks?
go
Does that keep
outside.
you alive? Is it confirmed that sleeping a shorter amount multiple times keeps you more energized, or is that a
no,
myth?
you need to go through REM cycles.
yeah.
Someone was
Yeah,
telling
and
me that if
you-
you sleep for like 30 minutes a couple times,
Yeah,
it's
but
like really
You
good.
need
or
to
something?
train
That
that.
is not good.
Oh, they're
At
trying
all.
to
It's-
tell me.
That person probably takes Adderall or something.
They're trying to take me
Yeah.
out. All right.
You have to go through REM cycles to get your brain to be like,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
I think it is possible to do it, but you need to train it, and it's not good really. But it is possible if you train. But if you don't train it, you will be very tired.
We actually need to learn from Agridas, dude. This man stays up like 72 hours, like on the reg, dude. Like on the reg.
That's
like
ridiculous.
his life
can't
is just
do
a
that.
perpetual Classic WoW launch cycle. Like
See,
I can't
that's
believe
great.
it. Like I need to learn these strats, man.
What happens to me is I have problems sleeping at night. So like when I know I have to go to bed, I can't fall asleep. But you ask Melderon, if I'm sitting down in a car or like something's going on, there's downtime, I fall asleep. Yeah, I can't sleep
Don't
at
ever
night.
go on a road trip with this guy because he's like asleep within 5 minutes,
It's like
and
my
I'm just
girl.
sitting there driving like,
You're looking
So-
forward to this
Oh,
big.
no, that was a fun road trip, man.
yeah, airplane. Do you remember any of your airplane trips? Or is it
Me?
just like take off and then you land? Like, is there
I
any?
don't even
memory in
remember. I don't even remember my drive to work.
between?
Too.
I actually did those 10-day poker marathons on Poker Stars
Oh wow.
a few years ago, and that was day and night with a friend, so 10 days straight on. And well, we took some little sleep breaks, but basically we took a break every hour and took some fresh air, maybe a cold shower, and that really helped. So, but that's a few years ago. I was a little bit younger, and I don't know. I had time to spend 10 days doing nothing else but playing.
I mean, I'm
poker.
really trying to get some value here, though. So if you had to, Melder, I'm not saying that you're gonna,
Yeah.
but if you had to, if it was life or death, you had to like go super hard. What would be your best shot at trying to like stay up for 24 hours and then go 18-6, 18-6?
Stay
If
for
like
24 hours.
you have a
Like,
couple
what's-
months to prepare for
Oh.
this, like you're preparing your body mentally, physically.
Dude. I'll tell you what. So this is what's going to happen. I'll be like, yeah, guys, let's do it. And then when 2 o'clock rolls around, 3 o'clock rolls around, I'll be like, good night, guys. Like there would be like no.
But I'm saying
Yeah,
like everything depends on this, dude.
What do you? Oh, so life or death.
This
of
is life
course
or
I would
death.
do it.
Like the
I'm gonna
the
die.
fate
I'm
of the
gonna-
universe.
I'm
Like
gonna
it's
do it.
depending
Yeah,
on you
fine.
staying up.
Okay,
How
yeah.
would you do it?
I'm not that bad.
How would you do it though?
What do you mean? I just would stay up.
Yeah, but Melderon's miserable when he's tired. I'd rather him just sleep.
So basically, it's like, okay, this is how I would do it. I would wake up, I would eat, and then
Okay.
I would like, I don't know, drink maybe a soda, and just stay up.
Yeah, coffee affects
Yeah.
Melderon big. Like I can drink a giant thing.
If I drink a coffee, if I could drink
Him?
coffee right now, I won't go
Yeah.
to bed till 4 in the morning.
Yeah, he's crazy. Like, it's
Oh
crazy.
my
God,
I
teach me
wish
that,
caffeine
dude.
affected me like
Yeah,
that.
I need
You
that.
just
Yes.
gotta stop drinking coffee. You got your
I drink
tolerance
at
is
this
too
point.
high.
I drink coffee and I get tired.
Your tolerance is too
That's
high.
how I am too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Melderon would probably eat properly, coffee, walk outside, and yell playing on the street for making too much noise.
Get out of my yard. This is exactly what I would do. I mean,
you
I
roll
would
this
do
off the
guys,
Adderall, right?
guys, this phase of my life is gone. I'm sorry. I mean, like in my early 20s, I would be up to every night drinking, whatever, party, and it's gone. It's gone.
Old man Melderon, dude.
I'm burned out. Like, I can't do it
Pop a
anymore.
PhD.
He's ate
Yeah,
up.
I'm gonna
dude.
do as best I can. I mean, like the latest nights I stay up because I'm making a video. When I make a video, if I start a video, I can't go to sleep till it's done. So I have to stay up till like 5 a.m. making videos.
And then, but then, yeah.
Yeah.
But guys, let's do it. First year of Classic WoW. We can do it.
Yeah.
Would you rather sleep for 6 hours straight or get 2 3-hour naps?
6 hours straight.
2 3-hour naps.
6 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, 6 hours straight.
Well, the thing is, what I'd rather, I can't remember the last time I slept like 6 hours straight. Well, I do. Sometimes I do sleep. So like, what happens is I'll go certain days of the week with sleeping 1 hour, 2 hours, and then I catch up on some of my sleep on the weekend. So like on a Saturday, I'll sleep like 12 hours sometimes. So my sleep schedule's all jacked up, honestly.
Yeah.
And most of it is due to.
I mean, not to down anybody's expectations, but I think whatever you're expecting to do, just chop that in half, and that's what's going to happen.
It's kind of like what do you say? Like how many women you've had? Just chop that in half.
Just chop it in half.
That's the rule when you're talking.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
yeah. So yeah,
I don't know. You guys get that feeling though, so I'm really trying to prepare for Classic WoW launch. For those of you tuning in the stream right now, I'm trying to like prepare myself. I've never done a 24-hour stream in my life. I've never gone, I've never gone this hard before. I want to make sure I can actually do it. And I'm thinking to myself, you guys ever get that feeling where you sleep too long and you wake up feeling like more tired?
Yes.
You still feel you like slept too much and you feel too tired.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
But sometimes you take a little cat nap,
me.
hour or two, and you wake up and you're fine. It's almost like you didn't really even go to sleep, and you feel totally fine waking up.
I don't know if I could do a 24-hour stream. I mean, the guys know if I stream more than 4 hours now, like at my bedtime, I started getting tired. I get in like when people watch me and they see I start getting tired, I literally lose my mind. Like I become like insanely like just stupid, and I don't know what I'm doing, what I'm saying. I can't talk. I can't like focus, and I mean it's pretty funny to watch. But after a while, this guy needs bed because it's just like
I could never do a 24-hour stream, dude. Absolutely not.
Yeah,
I couldn't do a 24-minute stream.
A 24-minute stream? You can do a 24-minute
No, I mean by
stream.
myself. I mean by myself.
Newsflash, fam. We've been live for 2 hours.
No, I mean with you guys, it's fine. But I couldn't talk to an audience. I feel like they would get bored. I would just be like, all right, guys, we're playing. We're doing this quest. Quest is over. That would be like my stream. You know what I mean? I'm not a good commentator.
I would watch it, man. I would watch it.
You would watch it?
You would just be dropping fat knowledge bombs on the chat.
Yeah, right.
Like, you would just be hitting them
know,
with
maybe.
that.
I
Cut
think
your
Moron-
expectations in half knowledge bomb. Like,
I feel like people would just be like, dude, this guy is just... I'd just be like, all right, guys, this is a zone, and this is a quest, and I just picked up a new item.
I don't think you have enough faith in yourself, man. I think you honestly would do much better than that.
what happened to
Look, if
Vlogs
I
in
can
the
do it-
Woods Melderon, dude? That Melderon was super
Dude,
entertaining.
I know. Dude, my list of content is like, I think I have like a page and a half of videos I have to make. And I just
It's literally
with
longer than
with this-
Dawkins' beard.
Are you
with
gonna
the
do
CWL
another
launch,
vlog in the
I've just
woods? Vlog in the woods sometime?
Perhaps I have some new woods over here I can go to. Yeah.
Yeah. You should do
Penny
a vlog. You should do a vlog with Enzo. There you go.
But yeah, so I'll just go nuts the whole time that I'm trying to talk. Yeah. My dog is named Enzo.
Mulderon, can you make an old man guild front?
Yeah,
That's
we'll make an
basically-
old. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make an old man guild.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like,
All right, guys.
35
Today we're gonna do this quest, and then we're gonna go fishing, and then we're gonna make some. We're gonna skinning and mining.
yeah.
Okay, make sure you loot every corpse. All right, loot every single corpse. If not, you're wasting.
Has
money.
Melderon ever not looted a corpse?
No, unless
Dude.
no, he loots everything.
Dude, when my life, this is when everything like collapses into a black hole. When I'm like walking around and I'm trying to skin stuff and it's not looted, I freak
He gets
out.
so mad. He gets
Yeah.
so mad. And then we'll be running somewhere, right? And I'm like, where the hell did he go? He's literally across the map getting this copper node. We're like level 50. Like, why are you
I
getting
can
a copper
relate
node,
with this,
dude?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm trying
Oh,
to
it was on the map.
high-speed
I'm wasting money.
That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Classic.
That's
Melderon and
basically
Dune,
what
they'd
Super
be
Brothers
good
was.
duo leveling partners, man. They would stop and smell every rose and then
They'd
pick
be
the
really good.
rose
They
and then
would. They
cure
My brother
the
just yells at
rose
me constantly.
and then
He's
frame
like,
the
"Phil,
rose.
You don't need that. You don't need that copper node. You don't need that this. You don't need that." And then that's the whole thing. That's like our entire.
And then I'm like, hey, how much? 400. I'm like, give me. Yeah.
I'm on
Just
the
watch
opposite end of the
them play
spectrum, though.
Uh-huh.
I get too lazy to loot the mobs, and I find myself at the trainer, and I'm about to train skills, and I'm like, damn, dude, I only have like 20 copper? Fuck, like...
These guys are saying I'm 42 in the chat. Screw you guys.
Guys, he's 30,
35.
30. No,
Looting your
he's-
damn
he's-
boars.
He's
Look at
55.
yours.
35? I thought we were the same age.
How old are you?
31.
Oh no, I'm 34.
I'm your age, student Dave.
Oh, I thought you were younger. I didn't know
Well,
why.
I'm 30. I'm 30.
I see.
Yeah. Kargoz is 19 years
24?
I'm 19.
old. You look like you're 19.
I do.
What are you, 27?
I'm 28. Yeah, turned 28. I look like I'm 19 though.
Man. Getting there. 2 more years.
Mm-hmm.
Everything
Dude,
just shuts
turning
down.
30 is
Yo.
literally the worst thing ever. Literally, time starts to go fast. It's the weirdest thing. You wake up and 2 years go by, and you're like, "What?"
Yeah.
I felt like I was 18. I don't know what happened. I'm like, "Why am I not in high school anymore?" I have a recurring nightmare that I'm still in high school, and I'm like the age I am now, and no one believes me that I graduated because I can't find my diploma. It's a
That would be
recurring
lit, though.
nightmare.
Okay, if you could go back to high school right now, would you do it? Like in your current state of mind, though.
So what is high school?
It's like 18 for us. It's like 15 through
17,
18, kind of.
Yeah, the only thing
Until
is,
18 or
Until 18.
Yeah, until 18.
I was playing actual Classic WoW back then, but Melderon knows I had very troubled teen years, so I don't know if I would go back to that. It was hell, honestly, a lot of those years, so I don't know if I'd go back to that, honestly.
I would go back to university anytime, but high school I don't.
Yeah,
think
maybe
so.
not. Honestly, yeah, it'd be pros and cons. Like you'd probably crush it socially. You'd just be like a high warlord socially, going out to people, just dropping knowledge bombs, being like the most, wise person. But at the same time, you're living with your parents. I'd be living with my parents again.
Well,
and
that hasn't changed.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's a rude awakening. Yeah, coming back here. That was a great.
Yeah, but it's only been a couple. It's not that long.
Couple months too long.
Yeah.
No, we're
Bad
not
boys.
Gotta get out of here as fast as we can.
Cargo
But
still
we're
gets
awesome.
carded. Oh, you better believe it, dude. You better believe I still get carded.
Kargos can't even get on rides at the.
Can't even buy an R-rated movie, dude. They'll be like, "Sir, can I see my identification?"
Must be this tall. Like,
Right.
I actually started college at 17 though, didn't I? I was like the youngest kid in my class.
Yeah,
Oh.
he was so smart that he skipped a grade.
No, I didn't.
So
but
college is
Meanwhile,
like
I've never even been to college. No, I'm kidding. I started
but
it. But
college is not obligated. How do you say
no,
obligated?
it's not obligated.
No,
you don't have
it's
to,
not
you don't have to go to
obligated,
college. No.
no.
Do you have to go to college in Europe?
It's
No.
isn't it like free for you
Oh.
though?
Yeah. Well, it depends.
Free? What?
Yeah.
It's not free.
It's not exactly free.
No. It,
but it's not like $2 million.
I know
You're in
what-
America.
what you
People are
pay
giving up
for it,
kidneys to go to college, man.
Yeah.
Oh, here I think university costs about 700, 600, 700 euro.
That's nothing.
What,
Dude,
a
I'm
month?
50 grand in debt for my all
Yeah,
my
try
schooling.
50 grand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Some people have a $250,000 student loan debt after going through.
Oh
this.
yeah.
Dude, talk to medical students.
That is
go to medical school.
crazy.
Yeah. Yep.
That is so crazy to me.
At least my PhD was free.
Right. But
Well,
if
really?
you pay
Yeah.
like that much, do you have a place to stay, or do you still?
For my PhD, no, I got a paycheck. So I actually got paid as a researcher. So they paid my tuition and they gave me a paycheck, which was like not a lot of money. Let's just go
Jesus.
there right now. But I'd live with 3 other guys just to pay rent. That's how little money
Wow.
we got
Yeah.
going on PhD.
Well, that's the only reason. But yeah. So John Doherty says I know doctors 300 plus K. That's crazy.
That
man.
is insane. 300K debt, man.
Nicholas wants to know what's your PhD in
Genetics, but I had to focus on entomology. Insects. use
nasty ass
insect, yeah.
bugs. 40K a semester for your college. Yeah. So honestly, listen, guys, and you know it's great too. So many people have their college experience where I think Melderon, you were like, he started college. You weren't playing WoW. WoW didn't even come out yet at that time. But
I
so many
started
people-
right after I graduated. Yeah.
Right. But so many people
my
like,
undergrad. Yeah.
oh right, yeah, they start college in their first year. They do so bad. Like your first year was not great, right?
Yeah, I would just. I wanted to ask if it's that expensive. Does it mean people study more, take it more serious, or?
No.
Nope.
Absolutely not.
No, definitely not. I'm a living
Absolutely.
testament to that, bro. C's get degrees was my whole big motto.
Wow.
John Doherty, literally, if that was happening in my house, I would just.
What happened?
He said, "I need tips on killing spider mites. They're wrecking my houseplants." I would probably I would just burn the house and leave, or burn the garden down. Either one. I was probably asking you because you're an entomologist.
What are they asking?
He said I need tips on killing spider mites. They're wrecking his plants.
Spider mites? Spider
Yeah.
mites.
What did you do?
I don't know, actually. That's an interesting question. I'm not that kind of entomologist.
Right.
I was a geneticist.
Tell me what your thesis was on, yeah.
Developmental genomics in fruit flies.
Yeah.
There you go, boys.
All right,
Yeah.
you guys want to wrap up? We're we'll talk for a while in a little bit. You guys have some contractors coming over or something, right?
Yeah, we have some people putting
minutes,
carpet and floors in. So.
All right, guys. Hopefully we get a blue post this week, man.
Right? I actually enjoyed chatting at the end there. That was actually nice. We haven't done that. I don't think we've ever done that. We just kind of chatted.
Just talk about real life.
Sometimes
it's
start.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, PhD in bags, though. Honestly, that's.
Oh yeah, my PhD's in bags, guys. That's all right. It's all false.
Bag? Oh right, you have the inventory guide.
Bag
and in
guide,
Classic Wow etiquette. That's right.
Yeah, Classic Wow etiquette. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up here, man. We'll see you next week. Hopefully, get a blue post. I'll be back. I might stream this weekend. We'll see. Maybe back Monday. I'm not sure, but.
Tomorrow's Friday. You're streaming tomorrow.
Oh, I'm streaming tomorrow. Sorry, I'm a goldfish. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. And
if you want to check out the episodes, check out Classicwow.live or my channel. I will link both.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm assuming everyone here knows we have a channel, but if you don't, it's Def Cam Melder on TV.
And they may or may not be streaming tomorrow due to the contract.
Due to what?
Due to the contract people being here. They're going to be
I think it's due to the
well.
Contra Wars, and I'm like,
oh yeah, due to the Contra Wars, guys. I will be streaming tomorrow. No, but I'll definitely be streaming this weekend, guys. So keep an eye out for that.
all right, man.
All right.
Sounds good, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us once again. Appreciate your time, and we will see you next week on Good Morning Azeroth 18. Have a good week. See you tomorrow. Peace out.